This is fascinating, Dave. This is teal. King Alfonso has chosen teal the set after we said that the Max was playing, and this is the Max's color.
That's such a debate. That's such a debate. There's no way. There's no way.
Is it a bluff? Yeah, it might be a bluff. King Alfonso's gone for Incas for Arabia, and then we have Chinese for Tamerlane. The weakness when you're playing Chinese versus Incas is always losing out on your stone. Incas are going forward, so often, and Chinese always need a safe stone once they're in Castle Age. The colors are going to be a bit wonky for us, guys, but I think we're going to stick with them. That way we can see the player bluffs. If it becomes a big issue, I can maybe make the change. But Dave, King Alfonso already running forward, going in for the lame.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way, though.
Yeah.
He's got to figure out where his opponent is. And I think Tamerlane will prioritize getting the boars in early because he knows he's against a Mesociv. And yeah, he's going to see... Will he see that? No, he missed the eagle.
He missed the eagle. King Alfonso saw the scout go to the left as well. Now, if the boar is behind the TC, you probably don't want to steal it. You probably want to go to the left-hand side. Oh, boy. King Alfonso. Nice job to dodge. Can he steal the sheep?
No, he's gonna pull the sheep back. He might kill that sheep, though. He was thinking about it.
I think he was trying to bait Tamerlane into garrisoning that town center. This eagle will find a pig at this rate, Dave, if he just goes to the north. He's not doing it. Oh my god. See, this is the strength of Mesocivs. We see this so often. The Meso player goes forward nice and early because they'll win any fight versus the scout and because they have the extra line of sight. But Tamerlane, so far, so good for him. He's just down 2 sheep. But he is going to bring in his first pig. It's crazy how dominant Meso is at the start of games, isn't it, Dave? Like, that's all we focus on.
And Tamerlane's going to find this boar back here, and he knows the eagle's hanging around. So he'll be able to stop it, I think, if that eagle goes that way. But it looks like he's heading back to his own base.
Yeah, I do think that if this boar would be stolen, that Tamerlane would block it off easily. Again, it's on the back side. If the pig's on the front, then you take it. But instead of I know pig, I have pig for Tamerlane. Good start. I'm going to zoom out a bit with CaptureAge and talk about the maps, because it could be problematic for Tamerlane. I think he has options. Yeah, he has options for wood, but with how close the players are and where the stones are, I mean, look at this. That could be problematic against Incas.
Especially if King Alfonso is concerned about securing his stones by going forward in that direction.
Yep.
Like, there's a path of stones that leads right to his base.
Yeah.
And then his secondary stone for Tamerlane is way out there.
And that's something that King Alfonso would have scouted at this point, you have to imagine, because the eagle was forward. Here's the eagle now, and he sees the stone. He sees this stone, and he sees the other stone. He sees all the stones. Would not surprise me to see men-at-arms and towers from King Alfonso.
And Tamerlane is just now trying to find his opponent.
Yeah. And he sees the neutral stone down there, so much conversation about stones so far. And he's making his way. He'll find it. But Dave, the question is, what does Tamerlane do against man-at-arms towers? Normally, Chinese are going to go scouts on Arabia nowadays. And if they can get the scouts out, and they can get their eco rolling, then they are better than most civilizations. But if they get hit nice and early in Feudal Age, then they run into some problems. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. He's obviously going to try and wall up that in front of his main gold at his base. He's already begun with the barracks.
Well, he's kind of assumed that King Alfonso might be more towards the south. And so walling here isn't as important as maybe walling the other side. But you can't wall this base, not this early. What's going on with this graphic here? That's weird. Do you see this line? Ooh.
No.
Yeah, I think... Oh, I fixed it. It was a CaptureAge thing. We fixed it. Okay. I had like this line in the middle of my map. It's in alpha, guys. It's been near perfect for something that's in alpha, so... I've been more than pleased. I talk to them every day after the stream about what we can fix. Funny enough, they gave me a new version that was supposed to fix the melee uptimes with the overlay, and I didn't have time to add it this morning, so... Sorry, CaptureAge, guys. Hopefully no one picks melee today.
So it's men-at-arms for Tamerlane.
Mm-hmm. Really no surprise here. Oh, wait, for Tamerlane?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
For
Well,
both.
then he probably expected King Alfonso was going to do that and decided to go for defensive man-at-arms.
He's got a wall in his gold, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He can't... Okay, there we go. Nice play from him.
Nice job. And his only exposed area would be the berries, which also has a nice easy wall off because of how he placed the mill. He could palisade here and here. And then the wood lines on the back, Dave. I think a few men-at-arms in defense, and then maybe into archers would be the play for Tamerlane.
Yeah, and if he could clear this men-at-arm rush up from King Alfonso quickly, then he has potential to do damage at his base before the archers come out as well.
Yeah. I kind of feel like the man-at-arms upgrade is a waste for King Alfonso. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's not really doing too much in this situation, though. But it wouldn't be a waste if the Chinese player had gone scouts.
Yeah, that's true. I think that since King Alfonso has scouted that his opponent has men-at-arms, maybe he could just not get the upgrade, force Tamerlane to get the upgrade, and then go archers at home. Wow.
Good fight for blue.
Wow, very good defense. See, this is what I'm thinking. You just make that a drush. You just send the militia elsewhere, and then blue has man-at-arms, and then you prepare an archer range, and then you have a little bit more in the way of resources. But he went for the man-at-arms, and Tamerlane expected that and defended it, Dave.
Yeah, and Eagle's coming out now from Teal.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try and get rid of these men-at-arms from blue first.
Yeah.
So that they can't counter the Eagles.
Yeah, this is not bad for Tamerlane. Now that his opponent is going into Eagles, though, it will make things complicated. So he's pulled his man-at-arms back. I wonder if he'll heal that one in the town center. That would be interesting. Because it's on...
It won't survive.
Never mind. Whoa, an early tower. He seems really scared about all of this.
That's an overreaction, I think. And he's going to get punished for that big time here.
Remember where his stones are. You can't get the stone easily to build more towers throughout this game. I just feel as though... I don't know what to feel right now. Credit to King Alfonso for this production. It feels like it would be an overreaction, but look at all the teal units here. That's a lot of Eagles and Skirms already.
He's making another men-at-arm, which is going to come in big here.
Yeah.
He finally cleared up the first men-at-arm, but there's another one out of the barracks, and now he's got to run away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like he could have done this all without the tower going up.
I think the same as well. But maybe he wants to secure the gold. The rest of his base should be secured. He can wall to the right. If he's able to focus on that, he could wall there. But I just love the production from King Alfonso so far. It's been almost non-stop. And this is a player who has not lost a game yet in the event. Ooh, also, collecting the deer. Slam talked about how the 3 villagers on deer thing, but no mill, could be Viper. Ooh. I'm pretty sure this is not Viper. I'm just trying to figure out who this guy is. Might be another Norwegian man.
I don't think Viper would ever put that tower down that early.
No, sorry,
would do that
sorry,
either.
King Alfonso.
Oh, okay, King Alfonso.
Yeah, they might
right,
both be on the deer, yeah.
Blue was on the deer too, yeah.
I personally, going into this set, was more sure that this was Dogal than most other players, but that's only because I saw Dogal play in the qualifiers, and I saw his preparation in some practice games, and Tamerlane needs to be careful now. He's sending this archer, or sorry, this villager back. Oh, the Eagles go around the Vill, almost kill it, and the blacksmith is currently being denied. Better position, much better position for King Alfonso. His opponent built a tower. He already has the Eagles being massed. He has 2 barracks at home. He doesn't seem like he's in a huge rush to wall, but he's going to finish those walls. This is good stuff, man.
Yeah, and he's dictating the game right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And blue is just trying to build a blacksmith, and he gets it up. But will that villager die to the skirmishers? Nope. He's lucky. Look at the food difference, Dave. Because Tamerlane has to make these man-at-arms, he doesn't have as much food in the bank. King Alfonso has 400 food and 200 gold already.
The problem with the men-at-arms is that they'll counter the Eagles, and potentially the skirmishers from King Alfonso, but they're not going to do any damage
Yeah.
when he pushes back.
Eagles are faster. Eagles could just run away from the man-at-arms, so you almost need to force your opponent to fight this, and Teal's going to do it. He's actually going to take a small engagement here. If he gets enough shots in with the skirms, the man-at-arms will die anyway. And I know this is tough with Teal and blue guys, but each player's unit has their color HP bar now. I really wish they wouldn't have chose these colors, but it is what it is. Okay. You know what strikes me as interesting is how patient Teal has been with his walls. So many players would force up the walls nice and early. But the patience here tells me that King Alfonso feels like he's in full control.
Oh, for sure. He knows. Like, he knows he can't really do damage with the Eagles and the skirmishers.
Yep.
When blue is making men-at-arms. But he's provided that constant pressure to keep blue at home. And it's given him time to get the walls up. You see blue just got scale mail armor, which tells me he might be considering going into longswords and castle age.
Well, if you get scale mail armor now, though, that delays your castle age time. That's the issue. So Teal is pretty much just buying himself time till the next stage. But Tamerlane, if you get scale mail now, that means you want to fight before the castle age and then consider longswords later on. Let's see. I think King Alfonso might have to bail from this. I'm curious to see what his micro is like with these skirmishers versus this many men-at-arms. Tamerlane, you can't go back. You almost have to fight here, man. He's behind with the castle age time. He needs to do some damage.
Yeah, I think Teal just... The strategy for Teal here is just going to be distract him, waste as much time as possible, get up to the castle age, eagle upgrade, and then you're set.
You're set, yeah. Did you see the micro there? He's already killed 3 of blue's units with these skirmishers on the hill. Tamerlane is not playing bad, but King Alfonso is making him look foolish with every decision now. It's been so clean for King Alfonso, man. Oh!
What?
What? Are you kidding me? This is the tournament of jinxes. I swear to God, I've never experienced so many jinxes in one event.
But now he's stuck.
Yeah.
He's stuck on one side with the men-at-arms, and he's stuck on the other with the skirmishers, and the Eagles now have time to engage there.
200 IQ. He let him in the hole. That was the plan. He wanted to wall him in for a second. Oh my God.
That was so bad.
Yeah, you would think that blue could maybe get in there, do damage, but Teal reacted really quickly. Well, Tamerlane is halfway to castle age. I do feel like he needs to keep his man-at-arms alive now and maybe consider the longswords.
He's still producing, so...
Yeah, needs to use them and then maybe go knights after that, which would be the play. And Castle Age is now in for King Alfonso. I would really like to see Tamerlane make life easier for himself and wall up a bit more. He has 2 holes on either side. And a forward
siege workshop.
Wow.
This is going to be a lot of pressure coming down. I think the longsword is the correct play here. I think you have to defend against this. This is just too dangerous.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you there, Dave. I think you're forced to go longswordsman, you're forced to go knights, and then Tamerlane is going to need to get a lot of map control. Because King Alfonso is playing this so well, he's adding more town centers at home. So he's applying pressure.
Is he just going to dive in?
Might as well, right? Might as well do so. You have the faster unit. Longswordsmen are slower than the Eagles.
Quick wall? Good.
Nice job. And I guess King Alfonso realizes his skirms are exposed, so he'll run right back out. Smart move from both players there, I think. Ooh, I would like to see a slinger or two, because Incas can make slingers to counter longswords. That would be cool, but I think it might be smarter to just make a monastery, make a few monks to heal your own units, and then get conversions.
So blue's stabilized here, and the economies are pretty similar.
He has, yep.
Teal's not really threatening anymore. And now it's blue's turn to push out, and I'd love to see him just kill the siege workshop with the longswords.
Yep, kill the siege workshop, force the mangonels to pop out. The mangonels might consider popping out and attacking the longswords there, but nope. Weird how Teal went forward like he was going to push and then just ran back to his base and ran back to his hill. Interesting engagement here.
He was just looking for opportunities, and I don't like that engagement from Teal. He's losing eagle numbers. You can't fight
Don't
longswords
let him
with
in.
eagles.
Don't let him in. Don't let the units in. The units
He's
are
in.
in. They just walked right through the gate. Might as well kill the gate so they don't have to worry about that.
Oh, he can't click the middle. He's only clicking the sides of the gate.
Well, I think Blue, despite all of this, Blue probably needs to take the hill again soon. Because there's a few slingers behind here. Dude, I'm using CaptureAge to cast this. Obviously.
I like this fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight for Blue. Look at the HP on the left compared to what King Alfonso has. King Alfonso has thrown a very good position in this game. Long swordsman for Tamerlane. Knights for Tamerlane. Are you kidding me? Like, what was deceiving there?
The mangonels are out, but the knights are running right past them.
Oh.
Oh, the mangonels just juked those knights.
Oh my god. Yeah, Dave, I think what was deceiving there is Teal had a lot of skirms, and skirms are not going to help against long swordsmen, and they're not going to help against knights, and Tamerlane now has an 8 villager lead. Teal is the one that's forced to quick wall. What has happened in this game?
Teal needed to play safe. He needed to delay.
Yeah, he didn't need to go forward either. I think defensive monastery on his hill, patrol there, make a few monks, go into eagles and pikemen, then you're good, and maybe a few slingers, but what he did with the siege workshop didn't make much sense, and now he's on the back foot.
And he's forced to make slingers, and Blue saw that, and he's just transitioned completely into knights.
Yeah.
He's keeping some units at that siege workshop to prevent anything from coming out.
There's a hole.
He's got knights at the top side looking for an area to come in.
Tamerlane should take that hole, I think. It's too late now. I love what Tamerlane is doing with his knights. This is so important. If he were to just commit here, even if he kills a few units, then he doesn't have the control anymore. If he stays here, King Alfonso can never move out, and this is giving Tamerlane time.
Is he in? Is he in? He's in!
Oh my god, he's in the north now! King Alfonso is getting destroyed! 12 villager lead for Tamerlane. Tamerlane will have that precious stone and gold available now, Dave. This is wonderful. I love how he's grouping up the knights.
He's distracting at the north side, and as soon as Teal shifted his focus, he came in at the south, and now he's going to run away from the monks again. And he's going to distract the eagles at the north, and he's still got more units streaming in.
Yeah. I love how he's doing that. That's perfect way to play a mobile civ versus slower civ, guys. It's what you have to do.
Okay, so Teal's going to try and TC that secondary gold in his base, and he's got to support that with his army, because these knights are still wandering around in the back here.
Yeah, again, Blue sending in knights in the north. Now he sends them back. Now he sends the knights in. Does Teal react in time with his conversions?
It's not going to be in time, I don't think.
Well, he has Oh, wow, the Magadels helped. I think that's okay. He did lose 3 monks? 2 monks, maybe?
3.
Yeah, but finally he kills it, right? Now he can maybe mass some eagles to push back out. But Blue had so much time there. And look at the amount of knights he has now. Crazy stuff. I do think that King Alfonso made a big mistake, and possibly his first mistake of the event, to try and go forward. Just stay on your hill. Wait for a few slingers. Wait for a few monks. No need to try and push forward there. The siege workshop was a huge waste.
Well, it was a mistake, but then he compounded it by taking the fight up on that hill and then letting Blue into his base. Like, if he didn't camp on that hill and just camped his army in his base, Blue would be in a really bad position right now.
Yep, I agree with you there. So, just a reminder to the viewers watching, in the poll yesterday, everyone, well, not everyone, but a higher percentage of people voted that King Alfonso is Viper. Just want to say that. I think right behind that was Leary. So, whoever it is, put on a strong showing yesterday. Tamerlane played really well yesterday as well, and he's here. He has the win in this game. It's not over yet. Dave, I think he's about to build a castle, and this is where Chinese start to get even stronger.
And what does Teal do? He can't, you can't keep massing the eagles with these longswords running around.
Well, I think you have to go eagles in this matchup. In CastleAge, though, you know, like... Now what... Oh, a forward castle from Tamerlane! I like it! I like it!
Teal can't stop it.
No.
He can't do anything about this.
Teal's on his way to Imp, but
Just
what does he do?
exactly, and if Blue just sits here with his army, prevents Teal from any possibility from denying this castle, and then goes up once the castle is up.
Yeah, go Cavalier and Champion. I think that Cavalier might be the better option because King Alfonso's already made a few slingers, but it's only 4, so whatever. The key here for Tamerlane is that he does not allow King Alfonso to use that faster imp time by raiding with Elite Eagles. So I think what King Alfonso will try and do is he will wall at home, which he's probably going to work on here in a second, and then send his Eagles out and try and go to Tamerlane's eco. Tamerlane has to castle at home.
Well, and he's got to wall some of these areas, and he's got to use. I'd love to see him use one knight to explore, because right now his map awareness is not very good here.
Yeah, good point. A lot of his focus here in the center. Now he is taking one of King Alfonso's golds, and King Alfonso can't take this one stone, so he has control of those areas. But you know, the extra golds are actually to the right-hand side. He sees one. The other one's in his back corner, so that's very fortunate.
I'd love to see a wall there on that side. Just stonewall it. Prevent the Eagles from coming in that way.
Yeah.
And then on the top side, that's where you can make your castle.
Yep, I'm with you. Top side castle. We saw in the previous set where someone didn't build a castle at home, and it bit him in the ass. I'd like to see a castle right here for Tamerlane. Right in front of the TC.
I don't like that castle for King Alfonso, man. That's gonna die.
Well, I don't love the castle because he's going to be trebbing uphill. But what I love are the Eagles. That's a lot of Eagles. Tamerlane did not prepare for this. Or maybe he did, actually. Here he comes. Cavalier, or Knights and Longswords.
He had the outpost there, too, so he knew that was coming in beforehand. Most of his longswords are kind of out of position, but I think he'll be able to deal with this for sure.
Oh, let's see, Dave. This is tough to call. This is really tough to call. Check the HP. These Eagles are strong. There's slingers behind. All the Knights aren't fighting. A few Chukunu come in to help. The castle is 50% of the way up. I think King Alfonso could deny this castle.
He's got more longswords on the way, but yeah, his knights didn't fight together as a group there.
The castle's at 85%. This could be a doubt castle. I don't see that going up right now. Yeah.
He'll clean this up.
Eventually.
He's got longswords coming in. It was a bit of miss micro there.
Wall it, Blue! Don't let him raid you! Wall it! House wall it! For the love of God! No! This is so avoidable! Man, this is just what Tamerlane did to King Alfonso in CastleAge. Do you remember when Tamerlane was running all of those knights around, distracting King Alfonso? That's what King Alfonso will do right back to him, Dave. And now King Alfonso can simply treb this castle down. All of the momentum is back for King Alfonso. Jeez.
There's a few careless plays there from Blue.
Yeah. Avoidable, right? I think that castle, you could have bought the stone, built the castle a bit earlier, and just walled his main eco. There's no reason that he should be chasing down random eagles like this inside his base right now. And if he wasn't doing that, he could probably be holding the fronts, which he still could do, but it's more complicated now.
I would send Vils right now to repair that castle. You've got the hill advantage. You're still in a decent position here. You really want that position.
He actually doesn't have a lot of stone. He is repairing now with a few Vils. They're behind the castle. But he doesn't have a lot of stone. I guess if he kills Teal's castle,
is going to go down.
Yeah.
It's going to go down. Unless he sends the Eagles in to take care of the Trebs. I mean, he sent the Eagles again to the north side.
And he has Eagles in Blue's Eco again, which is not walled. And I'm actually getting frustrated by this. King Alfonso is doing great to try and raid. Tamerlane should not be allowing this. These villagers should be alive. He shouldn't have lost those 10 vills.
So both castles going down. That hurts Blue more than it hurts King Alfonso.
And Blue does have two-handed swordsmen. He does have some Chukunu. He's actually on the stone for King Alfonso. This is where King Alfonso is prepping some skirmishers.
Ooh, that's a good attack from Blue.
Yeah. This is...
Send the two-handed swordsman in, though. Where are they going? What's...
Which two-handed swordsman? Sorry.
The ones behind.
Yeah. These here as well. The two-handed swordsmen don't have many upgrades at the moment. Just chainmail on the way. No bracer even for the elite Chukunu, so not many strong imp upgrades for Tamerlane. But Dave, what a game. I mean, the raids for King Alfonso definitely paying off, but both players stabilizing a bit, and 140 population for Tamerlane and 130 for King Alfonso. This is going to be quite a series.
Yeah, and I start to favor Chinese here. They have more options than Incas do.
Is Chukunu something you even want to go with in this matchup?
Once you get rocketry,
yeah,
I
then
think so.
then it'd be better versus Eagles than something like Arbalest. Yeah.
If you're going for champion, you need a range unit to back it up. Otherwise, you just go slingers, right? And the Chukunu can beat the skirmishers.
Blue is producing 14 two-handed swordsmen from one barracks.
Multi-Q is not on, folks!
I don't think multi-Q is on in this game.
That hurts.
And
he lost the Chukunu!
And
he's losing it to the Mangonel!
And the Trebs, Dave, have just gone down. Everything that could go wrong has just gone wrong for Tamerlane. He's losing his position. He's losing his Chukunu. Teal is now castling the hill. Wow. And I think the weakness for Tamerlane is his eco now. He didn't get the upgrades on his champs. We didn't even get champs. He didn't get bracer for a while. He didn't get chemistry for a while. Teal had more imp upgrades. He had bracer, he had chemistry, he had elite eagle, and he'll take down the barracks.
Dude, if multi-Q had been on, he would have pushed this back.
I know.
He still hasn't noticed.
Well, I don't know what to say about it, man, because it should be default for all players. It's default for all tournaments now. Like, that really shouldn't be something that we're discussing right now. Blue has realized, I mean, maybe he didn't have it on the control group. We don't know, right? If he didn't have it on the control group, then it's something different. But at the moment, though, he's building his own castle. I think Teal could just use these Trebs to treb that down. This is a back and forth game.
Yep. He's getting champion. Okay.
Yeah, he has the right idea.
But that, like, those 2 minutes where he wasn't producing two-handed swordsmen have really, really put him back.
Yeah. But still, it's 152 pop. The position's not ideal, but champion is great. And also the extra golds that he's collecting are great. However,
and the extra stone as well.
Teal is gonna raid that because there's no walls, and I'm losing it right now to not see walls in post-imp against an Eagle Civ. I'm losing it, man. Why? Tamerlane, don't do this. You said the stone. Where was the extra stone at, Dave?
On the left side, on the other side of Teal's base.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'll last long because Teal's arriving with 2 long swordsmen he converted. But here come the champions for Tamerlane. He loses his castle, and he's pushing right back up this hill. Still has 1 castle if he wants to create some Chukunu or possibly trebuchets.
Making another one at the back of his base, too, on the neutral gold.
Okay, after he is losing these vills. I guess he collected most of the gold. But I'm actually getting annoyed now that he hasn't walled.
I think the Trebs are going to go down here, too.
1 Treb down for sure. No! Okay, yeah, 1 down. Not the one I was talking about. I think the 2 will just survive. Teal needs some slingers now. And it gets complicated because you can't use slingers versus champions if there's Chukunu around. I would like to see Arbalest or Skirmisher maybe for Tamerlane instead of just Chukunu since he has very few castles. What are your thoughts on this, Dave? This is so close. I expected in Feudal Age that King Alfonso would get the win easily, but that has not been what we've seen.
It's annoying me as much as it's annoying you that he's not walling.
I know.
When you're against Incas later on in the game and you're Chinese, like, you wall, man.
I want to stop talking about it because I've said it 5 times, but it's annoying. Really, really annoying. I like the castle position, but why not just wall? You know? He has 1,300 stone, and he hasn't built a single stone wall.
So he's gonna try and push into King Alfonso's eco.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets into those farms, he could do some serious damage.
Yeah, King Alfonso, he has walled a bit, but it's just with houses. This is very awkward for King Alfonso now because the slingers destroy the champs, but they get wrecked by the Chukunu. And then, of course, King Alfonso has the skirms, which destroy the Chukunu, but they get destroyed by champs. So it's interesting counters right now. I love the fact that blue is going into teal's base. This is good. Depending on how the fight goes. You know, if he has his champions in front, it could be bad, but he's getting that momentum back. And seemingly killing the raids on the other side of his eco.
And blue coming into that gold again under the castle.
Ooh, and he finishes off the trebs too. Big population switch now, 173 to 143. I think that blue will lose a lot of his champs here, but the damage has been done. He's killed villagers. Blue has 30 villagers more. Now I think what he needs are some trebuchets or some siege to try and kill this castle on the hill. Oh, and bombard tower now. That's not a bad research. If you're not gonna wall. Just build, build bombard towers.
I was just about to say, like, a wall is better than a bombard tower for sure.
The irony of Chinese not walling, right? And the funny thing is, King Alfonso wasn't walling as much as I really wanted to see in the round of 16. And yeah, it wasn't yesterday, it was on Thursday. Time flies.
I think blue's got to regroup and, like, assess what are his priorities in this map, because he sent like 3 different armies in, they all got wiped up.
Yeah. I think it's the same for both players. Teal is raiding again, which is triggering me. Sending eagles on the right-hand side, and then blue is trying to mount and push here, I guess. So blue's focusing more towards the center and the north of the map. And then teal is taking more control of the south of the map, and we'll see how that works for both. Blue is cleaning up each raid, but it's just unnecessary to have any of his population there. He should just have walls.
Is teal out of gold now? He's only got the relic income?
Well, let's see. There's 3,000 gold left on the map, according to CaptureAge. Do you see any in teal's base?
No.
No. I think that's what blue has left in his base. Yep, blue has all the golds. But his gold units are dying. The Chukunu are dying to skirmishers. I would kind of like to see Siege Ram, Light Cav, and Champion right now. Yeah, that's what Tamerlane should do with that gold. If he gets Siege Rams in the mix, man, that could be really, really strong. What do you do without gold as Incas? Skirms and Halb?
That's what you gotta do, I guess.
Yeah. Oh god, King Alfonso is getting cleaned up on the right. Champions, Light Cap, Chukunu. Okay, this is where you need the rams, Tamerlane. This is where you need to ram down these buildings and finish off these raids once and for all. Stop this from happening.
Okay, he's gone into pikemen to deal with the Light Cap, but pikemen are going to get shredded by the champions and the Chukunu as well. And the Trebs are going to die here.
Blue is researching masonry to keep that castle up, and he snipes 3 trebuchets. Look at the switch, 200 population to 150, and now King Alfonso doesn't have any gold. Surely, this is where Tamerlane needs to finish this off.
He needed the gold units to fight back, and as soon as he ran out of gold, it's game over, man.
Wow. He is making a few... Wait, no, those are the two-handed swordsmen that he converted. I was like, oh, he's making two-handed swordsmen. I didn't see that. He's not making two-handed swordsmen. He's making pikes and skirms. Lacks so much mobility. Blue is now raiding with the light cav on the sides. This should be Tamerlane's game now with... it's 2 to 3 relics, I guess, right? So Blue has a disadvantage, but... For this momentum, he just needs to treb down this castle, take this hill. Keep doing what he is doing, basically.
Normally, I'd say raid with the light cap, which he's doing right now.
Yeah.
But I feel like he could just... If he just takes down this castle, it's game over.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could do a little bit of both. It's quite easy to send 5 light cav into an open base like this. As you can see, he's doing damage here. But I think priority needs to be getting that castle down. Definitely. And obviously, Tamerlane has about 1,000, 2,000 gold left. But he has got to be thinking about finishing off King Alfonso before he runs out of gold, and before he's just relying on relics. King Alfonso is collecting a lot of the extra stone here. So that's got to be stopped as well, and it is. And the 2 relics for King Alfonso, or 2 of the relics, are actually in the monastery in the south of the map.
Don't lose your Chukunu, Blue. You've done this before. Don't do this to me again, buddy.
Oh, Tamerlane, stop doing this. We can't bear to see it anymore. Oh my god, they're all dead.
It hurts.
It hurts so much. It feels like both players have almost been trying to give opportunities to their opponent.
Bombard tower push. Yes. Here we go.
MBL confirmed. MBL loves his bombard towers. Elite Chukunu. Oh, this is a great time to research it. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, right after you lose all your Chukunu. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot going on in this game, so he looked away for 2 seconds and lost that group, but he has resources to make more. It's still a good upgrade to get. He is going to secure more stone for potentially more bombard towers and more castles for Chukunu. Really just needs to find an answer. I would love to see Tamerlane build some siege workshops down where his champions are next to the monastery and break through the walls of King Alfonso so he can get in from the other side.
Well, there's the 2 relics out of that monastery now, so what little gold income Teal was getting is going to be even smaller now.
Yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? He had plenty of time to take those relics back to his base. He went for the immediate gold boost, I guess, to just drop it off quickly, but you gotta think long term. Teal has Trebs, Dave. He's going to try this, I think. With the pikes and skirms, he's going to try and take down Tamerlane's castle.
It's siege rams coming out now. It's not going to work.
I'd like to see Onager as well if you have the gold. A few Onagers versus pikes and skirms would be super good.
I don't think he... No, I don't think he has the gold for that.
Maybe too risky, right? Because it's 500 gold.
Yeah.
Good point, good point. Elite Skirm's not a bad move to mix in. Because he's been losing a lot of his Chukunu. Oh, but the siege rams, as you said, Dave, they're the meat shield that he needs. For Tamerlane, you just patrol in your light cap, patrol in your champions, and patrol in your Chukunus behind the rams. Those Trebs are gonna die if they don't get packed up. And yeah, those Trebs are gonna die. This is over, I think. I think it's just a matter of time. King Alfonso is trying his best, but Tamerlane has all the map now. He has the best tech with Chinese. He'll even get those 2 relics in the south. What a game, man. What a game to start off a best of 5. Holy cow.
It's how many momentum shifts have there been? Like 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10?
Back and forth stuff. And some of it has been a bit of growing, right? I think start of Castle Age, Teal through a little bit. That's what he'll be kicking himself for. But then Blue let King Alfonso into his base. Yeah, you just don't stop this as Incas. Incas need to have the map control in late game. They need to have the golds. You just don't stop this. And Tamerlane, as he sends the light cab into the back of the base, he wins the game. King Alfonso is no longer undefeated in this tournament. He calls the GG, and we are moving on to King Alfonso's home map.
Wait a second. Check out these farms from King Alfonso.
Okay, where at?
Everywhere. They are not good. They are not good.
Viper confirmed! Has to be Viper. Yeah, these are some T90 farms for sure. Let's inspect. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I could definitely say that's a T90 farm. That tells us that it is someone who might not be as precise, especially in late game. Does that make sense?
It might be MBL. I've seen MBL put farms like this down.
It wouldn't surprise me if MBL would pink Ikas in game 1. It wouldn't surprise me if MBL would play like this, but I think there was too many shaky moments for me to think MBL. Maybe it was MBL, and maybe it was Viper, and he just had an off game or got outplayed by Tamerlane. We won't know. Let's bring up the achievements. I'm gonna guess that Tamerlane had a lot more food and wood because he was able to make so much light cav. Yeah, take a look at the economy difference here. Obviously, Tamerlane did benefit from having those extra golds nearby, but he had way more food and way more stone in this game. And we said it in Dark Age, the stones between the players would be important. And I can't help but feel that this would have been different for King Alfonso if he wouldn't have allowed the Chinese player to get those stones. A 5,000 stone for Tamerlane and only 1,800 for King Alfonso in a game that went well past 1 hour. Dave, this series is going to be good. This series is going to be super, super good. Okay. Scores updated. Wait, that's not right. That was just another one of those tests that I do. You know me, trying to make sure that chat's paying attention. Tamerlane, he gets the win, and we'll see King Alfonso's home map, either Gold Rush or Mongolia. He has Italians, Malians, Berbers, and Huns. And then Tamerlane will have Celts, Slavs, Vikings, and Japanese. You just ready to get into it, Dave?
I was born ready. Let's go.
Are you intentionally being a little bit quiet so people say you're muted?
You know what? The greatest skill as a co-caster is knowing when to shut up.
Well, you don't do that a lot, so...
No!
That's why I'm not a co-caster, I guess. All right. CaptureAge is loading up. Game 2 is loading up for us. And here we are, guys. Welcome to Gold Rush. Welcome to game number 2. Also, this is the in-game chat we see. So Tamerlane says, have fun, good luck, instead of good luck, have fun. And King Alfonso only says, have fun. Colors confused me for a moment there. King Alfonso and Tamerlane have chosen blue and red. So they both switched their colors. But no, they haven't both switched their colors. But whatever. This is much better. This is much better. Celts for Tamerlane on the left. And King Alfonso is playing as the Huns, Dave. Thoughts on that?
It's a bit of a weird Civ matchup for Gold Rush.
Yeah. Look at these Jags. Whew.
I thought he would have gone with Slavs. Slavs on Gold Rush are pretty good.
Well, maybe you want to save some civs for later on. But I agree. I wasn't expecting to see Huns on this. I thought Huns might be used for more water maps. Cross is a big one. Rooster could even be used. We could talk more about that later on if someone might regret that. Gold Rush. Each player gets 7 tiles of gold. So there's 4 tiles here. That is 3,200. See, I don't even need to do math now because of CaptureAge. And then we have 2,400 gold here for Tamerlane. King Alfonso has his 4 tiles here and his 3 tiles here. So I'd say it's pretty even because both of them have 1 gold, which is further forward. And then the focus has got to be the center of the map, which is slightly closer to King Alfonso. This is his home map, so maybe he rigged it to be that way. What on earth do you do here as Celts and as Huns? I'm thinking Man-at-Arms for Celts is still viable, Dave. And then maybe Huns goes, scouts into the archers and cav archers.
Yeah, I can see that for Huns. I wonder what the transition is for Celts. Do you go into like archers? You go into crossbow siege, right?
Yeah, and you have to slow the game down a little bit, don't you? Because you don't have the speed of Huns, so maybe you have to go forward with Man-at-Arms and towers, and then use that as a platform to launch from later on. As King Alfonso found his pig, okay, he knows his pig is over there. That's unfortunate. He might need to get loom for that one.
He also found where all the jaguars are.
Ooh, I want to see him make 1 militia and go for a jaguar rush. No, Fonsk, who's asking in the Twitch chat, the middle is not visible on Gold Rush. It's similar to El Dorado, but Gold Rush, the middle is not visible, so they have to scout that. We'll probably see El Dorado throughout the rest of this event. To people who are asking who the players are, I'm going to assume that you're new here today. The players will all be revealed tomorrow, and it's up to you and I to guess who the players are. We know the 16 participants. We know the prize pool is over $10,000, but we don't know who anyone is, so people are guessing. And up until the point where King Alfonso lost a game, a lot of people thought he was the Viper, and people seem to backtrack on that prediction. Nice move from King Alfonso, though, to use the turkey, Dave, to block the pig.
It was in a bad location, but if you're good enough, you can make it work.
Oh!
Oh!
Saved.
Oh, wait!
Whoa!
Oh, wait a second!
Oh, man, that was really impressive. Oh, no, the pig.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's on the other side of the TC. Well, it could have been worse. At least he has the food. Had it gone back, it would have been worse. Ouch.
I jinxed him pretty hard there. And he's running into the TC from blue!
Again, he saves it from being worse. And he does end up saving his scout, but...
And blue could fight this villager too. Not a great 30 seconds here for red.
No! Oh my god, wait! Okay, blue lost some HP as well. Did red scout the fact that his opponent was going for the barracks? He did. So I think he's expecting a drush. If the barracks is going up this time, it's a drush. And King Alfonso is probably drushing himself here. I think with this map, he could easily wall himself in, which is the norm on Gold Rush. But the thing is, you can't rely on your walls long term, right? Because the gold's in the center.
Exactly, you got to leave at some point.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I love to see with a drush on this map is you make 3 militia, you go to your opponent's base, drush or man-at-arms or whatever you're going to do.
Yeah.
And then you send another, whether it's a spearman or a militia, to the jaguars.
Gotcha.
And loop them in to your opponent's eco.
Well, we've seen it a few times. We've even seen a spearman rush. So you just create one spear in Feudal and lure up all the jags. That would be epic, man. If he could send his drush there, that would be so funny. Don't think we'll see that.
Yeah, blue's going to be fully walled too, so it won't be doing too much damage. And those militia for the Celts,
so fast.
super speedy.
Oh, nice hit for red. Nice hit for red. He needs to win this scout fight. If he can kill blue scout and get out of here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well,
this is rough for King Alfonso. This is really rough.
I don't know what he was planning on. Why did he build the barracks that early if he was not considering the drush, you know? Maybe he was unsure on what Tamerlane was going to do.
Yeah, like this is such a late up time for what?
Mm-hmm. I don't understand it. He's 3 on gold. Is he thinking of going archers? This is a home map for King Alfonso.
Okay.
So he must have had some plan.
I'm not convinced. Not gonna lie.
Me either. I'm not convinced either. And Tamerlane's home maps were water maps. So he must have a plan if he's chosen 2 water maps. He must be comfortable on them. He won on land in game 1. Yep, go ahead.
Is he just going FC?
Who? Yellow? Or not yellow. I don't know why I said that. Alfonso? No. He doesn't have the resources for that, surely. That might be the attempt, actually.
Why is he adding all the farms?
Well, he has no deer, right? He has 5 on berries.
What is this build?
Honestly, he might be able to pull it off. It would be really, really
into what though?
Close,
into cav archers?
Cav archers, yeah. It would have to be cav archers. You could go for a few archers. Maybe go into crossbow because you can create the archers in Feudal. But let's see.
Blacksmith range. Blacksmith range. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was looking at this build and I was like, what could he possibly be doing? This is the only explanation.
Well, the timing on the barracks was what was peculiar to me. Because, and then he also sent a villager to gold, I believe. So he must have thought twice about it and decided to go just for a normal FC.
Nice quick walls. Nice quick walls around that villager.
Well done. Really well done. And, oh, blue goes, oh, you're going fast castle? Cool, I'm going to get my militia in here. Red has timed this to perfection, Dave. I have to give him credit. He's on his way up. Well done. It's hard to judge those things for us.
It's just, how are you going to do enough damage with the cav archers unless he just wants to secure that middle and then follow it up with something?
Well, what's blue going to do behind this? He's going drush fast castle. So he'll be going into crossbows. So if anything, red has a slightly faster castle time. It's not the end of the world here. It really isn't. I think he'll have similar archer numbers, but he'll be okay. It's just surprising because I kind of expect scouts into skirms, so you go knight and skirm versus Celt, but it's a strat, and it's a strat we used to see years and years ago, so maybe it's more of a classic player, King Alfonso.
Well,
oh my god, the
Jags.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the one Jaguar. I think that thing's gonna die, though.
Yeah.
When you think about it, with how far apart the bases are, it is something you can get away with.
Mm-hmm. And it's been well done. He has been microing with villagers and archers. This is a clean build. This is a very clean build to be able to perform this without losing anything, and also without a lot of idle time. The only thing he did lose was his scout, of course. I'm keeping an eye on the military numbers, guys. It's 9 for blue, but that's counting the 3 militia. So it's basically 6-5 with the archers. How close is this? We are going to see some micro with the crossbows, that's for sure. Red will be coming forward. Blue is coming forward. 4 forward for red. 5 forward for blue. I'm loving it. I would like to see a siege workshop, though. I would like to see a siege workshop come up for Tamerlane specifically, because he has the faster firing siege with Celts. Okay, Dave. Tamerlane's still holding that map control. Just waiting for red to come out.
Sit on the hill. Stay on the hill.
Oh.
Do not leave the hill.
Oh, wait until you're next to the vills, then fire. 1.
Oh, he misclicked.
2. 2 villagers down. That's really well done from Tamerlane. He had that area scouted. Why was King Alfonso all the way out there for the deer? Why did he do that at this point of the game?
It's so risky, especially when your economy is this fragile.
Yeah.
After just going FC, you can't afford to lose vills like that.
And you do not have scouting on what your opponent is doing or where he is, so... Anywho, 2 cav archers running forward. Blue is walled. But the countdown is on for the rush to the middle.
Mm-hmm. And I like what Tamerlane is doing here, going around the edges. Red has 2 vulnerable wood lines that can be ranged by those crossbows.
Yeah. When Tamerlane saw that as well with the drush, he scouted everything. And he's hoping that this is a thin woodline on the back. It's a pretty thick one, so I don't think the crossbows could do much damage. But here, that's good. Almost killed a farmer.
Keep 1 there. Just keep 1 there.
Keep 1 there and then loop the other 4 around. Yeah, I like that.
Well, I don't think he wants to go to the right side, because that's too far away.
Yeah, maybe he'd get trapped then. Good point. Crossbows are better than cav archers at this stage because they have the extra range. But once the cav archers get massed and get their upgrades, then it gets complicated for the person going crossbow. And I think that's when Tamerlane would
Siege
need Elite
Workshop.
Skirm or Siege Workshop, exactly. This is close though, man. It's 37-37 with the vills. 13-13 with the military.
Is he going to catch these cav archers? No, they run right past. Damn.
No ballistics for either player, right? I haven't seen the University, so the shots will miss for both. And they both opted for the TC approach, so they're both opting for the economy. This is tense.
It's getting scarier and scarier for Tamerlane here.
Yeah.
And you see what Red's doing right now? This is why Tamerlane didn't want to go into the right-hand side, because Red thinks the archers are back there.
Good point. Yeah, it is getting more and more difficult for Tamerlane. I'd like to see a forward Vill now, and I think that's it. He'll build the house with that Vill, then build the Siege Workshop. Unfortunately for him, he is further from the center.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, man.
Let's see what the micro's like, Dave. Both need their splits. Check the HP. It's not bad for blue so far. He has that range. More crossbows grouping in. Red's on the other side, though. This is
all micro here, boys.
Yeah, this is real tough to judge. Oh, I love it from Tamerlane, though. He's focused on 2 cav archers already. I think he needs to run. And while he runs, maybe hope for a pickoff or 2. Wait for more crossbows and wait for that Siege Workshop to complete. He hasn't built it yet. Oh, he's building it in his base. Gotcha.
I think that was a bit too passive from King Alfonso. If he had run forward with the cav archers in front, while keeping pressure with the crossbows coming from behind, I think he could have done a lot more damage.
I think the problem is without bloodlines, the group of crossbows that Tamerlane had is enough to one-shot. So you get in close, but by the time you're in close, you've lost 3 or 4. Yeah, now he's getting bloodlines, so he'll go from 50 HP a unit. This will actually be pretty cool, guys. I'm going to have these cav archers grouped up and watch their HP go up once bloodlines is completed. It's a huge upgrade to get. And now King Alfonso is building his own Siege Workshop. See, that's what I'm talking about. Before bloodlines, those cav archers get one-shotted, and Tamerlane got 2 kills.
Well, they get one-shotted now. He's got enough crossbows there.
Yeah,
and he's got
enough.
the Mangonel. He's got the mangonel faster than red does, so he can push forward here.
Ooh. Dude, this is so close. 74 population for blue and 73 for red. They're both going for mangonels, which could change things so quickly.
I love that TC for red though. I think blue needs to come forward with a TC as well. And yeah, he's doing it right now. Wow, this is like a mirror matchup.
Where's the TC? Oh yeah, he'll TC probably the gold more to the north. Yeah, right there. They'll both be in the center in Gold Rush. And they both have a hill.
And both getting gold mining at exactly the same time.
Oh
what
my
the hell?
god! This is ridiculously high level stuff. Game 1 must have just been a warm-up game because this is virtually identical for both.
Blue's got to stay on the top part of that
Yeah,
hill,
why
not
is
the
he?
bottom
I
part
guess
of that
he doesn't
hill.
know where red is right now. And so
Does
he
now.
wanted to protect his TC. Yep. He does not know that red has a mangonel. Oh, stop. Nice dodge from red. And nice shot from red! And he keeps his mangonel alive against Kelp Mangoes. Kelp Mangonels fire faster. I think blue needs to double and triple down on these things, man. I definitely trust King Alfonso's army more.
Blue stopped producing crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
He's just producing mangonels now. Maybe a mistake there.
Yeah, and another siege workshop.
Siege workshop. I mean, it could work if he keeps this crossbow army alive. If he keeps all of them alive and just produces mangonels, it has a possibility of working.
He needs the mangonels to get some good connects with the mangonels from King Alfonso and also from the cav archers. Because, and as you know, cav archers are so easy to micro against mangonels.
Not against like 5 mangonels, though.
Yeah. Kelp mangonels are a different story.
Red going forward with his crossbows. He doesn't really need those as part of his army. It makes it less mobile. Might as well go pick off a villager and put some pressure down.
Red has a slight Vil lead. This is fascinating because it's very rare that both players on Gold Rush will have a part of the center. And they're both trying to jockey for position. Now, I don't love the fact that blue is deciding to go forward. Yeah, this is super risky.
And here comes the cav archers. He's got 3 mangonels, so red's got to be super careful messing around with this.
Oh, true. This is what red can see, Dave. The attack ground could be huge here. That's good. That's really good. Now ballistics is on the way and thumbring for King Alfonso. I thought that Tamerlane was going to give up his hill though, and it still could be the case. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit! That mangonel shot, though, was huge. And it's still big for Tamerlane as well. How is the game still close after that? How is it 91 to 95 population after that much damage? What a game. What a game. That's ridiculous. The fact that both players lost the majority of their armies and it just happens to be now 92 to 93 population. Unfreaking real. King Alfonso, though, Dave, getting scale barding. I think a few knights could be helpful here.
Especially since Tamerlane stopped that production of crossbows. As soon as that shot connected, he's on the back foot.
Okay, does Tamerlane have a market? Does he have a market? I don't think he does. If you see a market, let me know, Dave. He needs to build a castle now. That's what Tamerlane needs to do.
He's on stone with a bazillion villagers.
Yeah. He needs 100 more stone. And like this is the point where red could show up with knights and kill the mangonels. So if he doesn't build the castle soon, trouble. Big trouble.
I mean, he's got his first knight out now.
Yeah, he needs 3 more stone. Just 3 more stone. Okay, he has it. Where's he gonna build it? Don't try the hill.
To the right?
Yeah, don't try the hill. He doesn't have any monks to convert the knights. You gotta build that castle, Tamerlane. It's gotta be quick, man. You're gonna get completely overwhelmed by knights and cav archers. I think he doesn't want to build it to the right, Dave. But he kinda has to.
It's right on those 2 goals. It's not a bad castle. But I think red still is putting down so much pressure here, and he can wipe out all 3 of those mangonels.
And the cav archers could deny the castle if that's the case, Dave. The castle's only 53 point whatever % of the way up. All the mangonels go down. No, Tamerlane! That castle's not going up. That castle's not going up. Not anytime soon.
It was so much indecision on Blue's part. You could tell the way he was moving his villagers. He couldn't decide where to put the castle, and that extra 20 seconds really cost him there.
If he would have placed that when I mentioned the market, he'd be fine. You know, just like the timing from Red's Knights were perfect, and now the castle's at 87.7%. He's trying to go pikeman. A pikeman is a complicated choice when your opponent's going to have cav archers as well as knights.
Okay. Doubt would ungarrison all these villagers so that he loses it at 99% complete.
Okay. Here we go. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99! Oh! He's got it! It's not doubt. We figured it out. It's not doubt. He's still alive, man. He's still in the game. It's going to be tough because now the Hun player has so many knights and cav archers. But the knights will die to pikemen. And Red, I guess, doesn't have many cav archers around, so
he's got enough stone for another castle.
Oh, build it on the hill now. Wait, maybe it's risky, but
with the pikemen, I think he can do it. With the pikemen, I think he can build it on the hill.
So while Blue is controlling the center with more castles, Red is probably going to imp faster. He has 800 food and 500 gold.
Just now getting wheelbarrow. Ouch.
Yeah, that must be an Aftermath player. It has to be an Aftermath player if that's the case. Oh god, if this villager takes the gold in, okay, thank goodness.
Dude, if this castle goes down, that's a great spot.
I'm more worried about Blue's base at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. The castle would be a great spot. Blue defends with the pikes, shreds the knights. But now the cav archers are here, not a second one. Not a second one. Oh,
I think with the pikes and the
stop
wood raiders
it, man.
He can definitely get this down. It's just, it's gonna cost him. And Red's on the way to Imperial Age.
Yeah. So Red's timing on this has been a bit better because his eco's stronger. And so he'll be an imp. He could go for rams, and he could also build his own castle soon and go for trebuchets to just treb this right back. But it is fascinating to me how Blue has been able to control so much of the middle with these castles now.
And the composition for Blue in Imperial Age is going to be very nice. Woad Raiders, Halberdiers.
I think
maybe mix in Siege Ram.
If he can get there, though, right? That's the concern, because he could lose his castles before he clicks up. Again, market abuse is needed here to sell that wood, buy some food, just do whatever you can. Yeah, he just built that market. You gotta get to imp. What do you think of King Alfonso's castle?
Bit suspect, but you gotta put it there, man. You gotta secure the gold somehow.
Yeah.
You've only got that one gold patch, like.
We have the third doubt-ish castle of the game. The castle will go up. I would have liked to see it up on the hill. Delete this farm. Place it on the hill. But the thought process is to have a castle close, so you can start making those trebuchets, and that's what he'll be working on now.
Okay, Blue, you gotta wall this up. You gotta prevent these cav archers from getting into your base. That could be so annoying.
There's a hole there, isn't there? There's a hole there.
Yep.
Clear as day.
Yep.
Oh no! Wait.
Mangonel?
Oh.
Hello?
Oh. Fire.
Hello?
Fire.
Hi. Wait a second! That was the most pathetic shot I've ever seen in my entire life.
There was a group of 19 here, or 13 here, and then there was one cav archer on the right, and he attacked the one cav archer instead of the group. Doubt confirmed, man. Doubt confirmed. I do like how Doubt is now sending the cav archers into the back of Blue's base and saving the others, though.
And because he did that, now he has the time to trap that castle from Blue, and Blue is kind of distracted.
Yeah. Yep, and...
But you know what? Red can't take that gold, really. His villagers are getting killed. He's got everything on that neutral gold at the south, and Blue is controlling the middle, and we know how much the middle counts in this map.
Yeah, so... Guess for Blue, while you're getting raided, you have to keep an eye on the center. I think if he goes for Halb, and Siege Ram as Celts. There's not much Huns can do, but he doesn't even have capped Ram right now. Tamerlane has so little food because of the Cav Archer raids. I love how Red has been positioning these Cav Archers. He's gotten so much time from this. And even the other group of Cav Archers, Dave. King Alfonso's killing the Stone Miners. That's the stone that Tamerlane will need for more castles. Yep.
Yeah, well, he needs the stone to repair his castle in the middle, which I think is going to go down here.
If you think about it, Red's castle also is good when he wants to treb down the next Tamerlane castle, right? Because if you would have built it next to the farm, as I said, then the trebuchets would be exposed now if they were going after Tamerlane's castle to the north. Wow. Wow, look at this. The Cav Archers, the Light Cav. That's a lot of military for King Alfonso. And that's going to be a cleanup as well. He just needs to use the Light Cav for the Mangonels and the Rams. And then the Cav Archers can kill everything else. Oh, reposition your trebs, King Alfonso. Just be patient, man.
Ram him down!
Yeah, the trebs are going to be fine, man. And I think Tamerlane is in trouble now. It's 170 population for King Alfonso. It's 115 for Tamerlane. And before you know it, the trebs will take out this castle, and Tamerlane will have no access to gold. And now King Alfonso wants to build a castle on this hill, which we knew was important. If he takes this hill and he trebs down Tamerlane's castle, I don't see any way back for Tamerlane in this game, and it will be all tied up 1-1.
He's getting a heavy Cav Archer too.
Wow.
I think once Blue sees that, once Blue sees the castle, he might end up calling it.
Yeah, because what do you do now, Dave? You're gonna run out of gold.
Well, he's taken down the castle from Red.
See
somehow.
that? Yep. Sneaky. Even if Red loses that castle, Blue will have no presence in the middle. All of these villagers will die. Look at the desperate repairs now. 27 villagers repairing there. Such a good game, Dave. Such a ridiculously good game, this one. So much better than the first. I know it'll probably be quicker than the first, but all the small things were done well from both players here, and I think there were a few mistakes in the first game.
Yeah, less sloppiness in this game. And a forward castle from King Alfonso. Oh my goodness.
Wait, where? Oh my god! Well, hey, why not, right? Because all of Blue's military is focused on the center, what little he has. Anyway. Yeah, I think also King Alfonso knows that the game is probably won, so he has the confidence to be a bit ballsy. And that castle is definitely going up. Tamerlane calls the GG. It is 1-1 in the quarterfinals between Tamerlane and King Alfonso. What a series.
There was a moment there. If Tamerlane had walled his base to prevent those Cav Archers from coming in, I think that game plays out differently. Because he brought his army back to deal with that, and he wasn't focused on the trebs from Red in the middle.
I think that's a good point. Now, do I think that King Alfonso still would have been in the lead if he walled that
Probably.
up? Yes, but would it have been very different? Also, yes. What's going on with this smoke? These guys are smoking shisha. Must be dealt. See that? The 3 Cav Archers next to the barracks from Tamerlane?
Oh yeah, man.
Smoking
What's going on
shisha.
there?
I can't explain that, but must be dealt.
Token up.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the achievements. Here we are, 210 kills for King Alfonso. That was such a close game. Man, in Castle Age, when they're both getting all the same researches at the same time, that big fight in Castle Age, that was even somehow. Ridiculous.
Well, that Mangonel shot. Oh my goodness. I thought Red was going to run into the Mangonels. I screamed a bit.
Yeah.
He only lost 4, and then Blue ends up losing like, what, 20?
Yep. Well, yeah, again, there's the economy. King Alfonso ended up having more gold. I think he also must have sold a bit there, because the difference doesn't make too much sense. I believe he probably sold some of his excess food to get that gold. Great game. That was the home map for King Alfonso, and he got his victory. And now it's Tamerlane's chance. He has Cup and he has Rooster as his home maps. Before we hop into the next game, guys, apparently we are at 7,777 viewers. That's a perfect number. Thank you guys very much for playing a part in this today. Thank you, Medage, for the $5 donation. I will definitely check out the link after the stream, man. Thank you. I'm not going to play any random links on stream for obvious reasons. Roxay donated $10. He said, first time here, 4 a.m. in New Zealand. Love the content. Keep it up. You're welcome, man. Glad you could wake up early for this or stay up late, I guess. It's probably more likely you stayed up. Aftershock, Crywolf, Moon, Schmidt, Agil, Klasheen, Tissue Paper, Catmat, Senator, Trippy Happy, Versha, I can't say that. Vapor Trail with 30 months now. Kind, Pleb, Rignar, Flaming, just everybody. Thank you. This is ridiculous today. And we're not even at the final day yet. I'm so freaking pumped. Okay.
Wait a second. 30 months. What am I at?
You're probably around 30. Well, you would be 31, I think. Or 32.
Ha!
Well, you
Suck
were
it, Vapor Trail.
You were first. Don't give them a hard time that you won the race. Vapor Trail, I like you more than Dave. How's that, man? Speed Meta gifting 20 subs now. Jeez, thank you, everyone. Well, let's talk briefly, Dave, about the civs. I'm expecting that Tamerlane will go for Rooster because I expect that Tamerlane is Dogao. I could be wrong. I'm thinking Rooster, Japanese. Do you agree with that?
I agree. I think he probably wanted Italians, eh?
Yeah. And that's why King Alfonso took it first.
But Japanese are almost as good, so.
Yeah. If it's Rooster, it's probably Japanese Italians. If Tamerlane chooses Cup, which I'd be surprised on, he might go... Well, Japanese
Slavs?
is good, but I was thinking Slavs, yeah. And then we'll probably see Malians then for King Alfonso.
Because Vikings, if the last map is Mongolia, Vikings are a really good Mongolia civ, so.
Yeah. And maybe Berbers then for King Alfonso. I don't know. We'll find out. I actually really have to go to the bathroom, but I can't stop in the middle of a set. So we're just going to 14, start the game already, and go into game number 3. This is the best set of the day, by far, Dave. Well, it's only the second set, but this has been sweet. Okay, here we are, into the next game. They switched the colors on us again. This King Alfonso guy, why does he keep doing this to me? We have green now for King Alfonso. He is playing as the Italians, and then it is Japanese for Tamerlane. Wow, this map, Dave. Look at the boar location for Tamerlane. Look how close they are.
That's unbelievable. And look at the gold and the stone in between them, too.
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
This can happen maybe once out of every 50 Rooster generations, where there's very little space between the two players on lands, and it might shift away from being a water map and being more of a land map. I have to say, if that's the case, unfortunate for King Alfonso, because his gold and his stone happens to be forward here. He does have a backstone, he does have pushable deer, and he's very close to water, as will Tamerlane be, but... I'm curious to see what the scouting will be like, because they have to notice this, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, blue might run his scout right into green's TC.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Well, if he sees the gold, he's got to be confused. I think that it's more likely that green might run his scout into blue's TC, because he's going to see less that would confuse him. But if he sees the pig, he could just steal it. The pig's right there.
Both the pigs are forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good for Tamerlane, but we'll see which direction he decides to go in first. Looks like he's going north first.
But here's what's funny. They're not going to expect that they're this close. So
Yeah.
Normally, if you're going for water, you need to push in your deer real quick, which King Alfonso has done, and then get the dock up. So I think both players will do that, and if they do find out, they're going to find out really, really late. But I would prefer to have Tamerlane's map just because of the wall potential. And that's only if he doesn't lose his pigs, though. Because he would lose his pigs quite easily if Green were to go that direction. He has not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got the safe golds, too. I'd rather have Tamerlane's map for sure.
Yeah.
There's just such a threat if you're King Alfonso with having those forward golds.
What does King Alfonso see here?
He's coming with his scout now.
Is he going to dock here?
Oh, wow.
Whoa, that's a weird dock. No!
That's a bad dock.
Why, though?
Use it as part of his wall, I guess?
That's... Okay, there's no fish around it. And you never want to build fish there. You always want to build fish at the part of the land that juts out.
That might be the worst possible dock on this main pond area.
I think it is. I think it's the worst possible dock. Because there's no fish here. He just needs to build it on either side and he's fine. See how blue built his where the land juts out? There's always going to be fish there. If blue had built it here, then it's bad. And oh, the scouts are fighting right next to the pig. Let's check the HP. Oh, it's 30 for both. 27
I
for
think
both.
green loses this because blue's got a villager coming along. And if green doesn't notice, oh, that's a mistake.
Double doinked, and the scout's down, and now blue can scout the golds for King Alfonso. King Alfonso seems out of place on this, man. He's lost his scout. He didn't scout his opponent's map. The dock was the worst I've probably ever seen on this map. And now Tamerlane will have all the scouting intel that he needs. Oof. Will Tamerlane have that? He sees the gold there, he sees the dock, he's going the other way. Maybe he wants to avoid any possible villagers.
And that's big for him too, because King Alfonso can't use his scout to figure out where Tamerlane's dock is.
Yeah.
And Tamerlane knows exactly where to send his stuff at the beginning of Feudal.
I'm just going to answer a few questions in the Twitch chat. Someone said you cannot build dock on deep water. Sure, but you could dock here. This is a good dock. This is a good dock. It's better. Also, in-game timer, bottom right. Zeppel. The user interface is a little bit different, but all the information is there and more with CaptureAge. Uptimes are similar, Dave, and I think King Alfonso is just going to go all in water. I'm really curious to know what Tamerlane will be thinking now. Maybe he sends a single vill to tower, and that's the only thing he does.
Is he going to spot this gold now? Yeah, he's going to spot the villagers coming out to the gold. He sees both of them.
Oh! He lost his
That's fine. You know what?
Scout.
That's fine. It's extra pop space. Whatever.
Okay, so this is what Tamerlane can see. Not bad. He knows most things about this. He knows how close they are. And then this is what King Alfonso can see. He doesn't know near as much. In fact, he probably assumes that Tamerlane is more over here. So he could be surprised by that, but Tamerlane's Japanese. It's normal for him to go for water anyway, as is the case for Italians. So they're playing this standard 3 docks for Tamerlane. Tamerlane won on Rooster in the round of 16 versus, shoot, who did he play? Versus whoever he played. So he's good on this map. Is that an outpost ville? For King Alfonso?
Where's she going?
Oh, just gonna wall it. Okay. That's good. Man, watching the water fights on CaptureAge is so cool. It just looks so nice. 2 docks for King Alfonso. Yep, go ahead, Dave.
3 docks for Tamerlane. It looks like he had a better build order. It's different with Japanese and Italians as well.
And that is definitely 1 villager to tower. That is going to be the attempt. King Alfonso should be able to notice this, though, if he sees the vill, and maybe Tamerlane just bails on the tower idea. Yeah, I think Tamerlane just bails on the idea.
Japanese fishing ships as well for Tamerlane, so he can afford to kind of leave his fish eco at home and go forward with his navy, whereas Green has to really be careful about those fires coming in and sniping his fishing ships.
Yeah, I like the defensive demo there. More often than not, it's better to play defensive at the start of Feudal in these battles, because if you run out with a few fire galleys, you might find yourself getting demoed down. Let's see what the micro is like here for Green. He needs to avoid that demo ship if it comes in. And, oh, good micro, good split. That's really good. I mean, it's not ideal. I don't think you should ever run out first on this map. Like, that was worse for King Alfonso, but it could have been a really bad situation had he got hit by a demo.
I love how Blue is keeping his house villager near the shore, too. So he's bringing back that wounded fire ship, and he's probably going to repair it.
Ooh, okay. Pay attention to that. Yep, there's the repairs about to come in. And now Tamerlane needs to consider relieving as well. That was bad for Tamerlane. That was really sloppy, and that evens it out 2-2.
That was really bad micro.
Yeah. Just stay at home. I mean, I know it's not exciting, but just stay at home. Try and force your opponent to push you, especially when you're Japanese and you have the strong fishing ships anyway.
Good demo.
Yeah. That's exactly what Tamerlane needs now, demos. And he's only making fires right now. And there is a demo coming in from King Alfonso. 2, in fact, coming in from King Alfonso. Oh my god, where do you go if you're Tamerlane? That's not good. That was not good. Another demo in, and boom! That was huge! Tamerlane needs to be careful. Now, do you think the dock numbers are playing a role here? Because after King Alfonso got those kills, he can't seem to overwhelm Tamerlane.
Yeah, and Tamerlane hasn't been controlling his navy very well. And it's definitely, he had one dock, he had the 3rd dock earlier, and he has the 4th dock now earlier than green. So
yeah, I think that was it, because after that fight, you would think, wow, King Alfonso can overwhelm Tamerlane. Nice move. Demo v demo. That's kind of similar to Mangonels, guys. Sometimes it's better to just use your demo versus your opponent's demo. Make it 50-50, because the risk is too huge that they could get a big trade. Look at the resources for King Alfonso. He has more food. Ooh. Oh! That was nice. 33 Vils versus 31. Slight Vil lead for Tamerlane. It is 4... Oh! That demo was good for Tamerlane. It is 4 fishing ships for both. This might go to CaptureAge. Now the resource is spiking up for Tamerlane, so it's even there. A little bit of hesitancy, and it ended up being the same. Both players connecting a demo versus a fire galley.
Tamerlane's done really well. He hasn't had any excess wood or gold. He's been producing the entire time. This demo ship!
Oh, way to go, Dave. You just made Tamerlane fail.
I said his eco was good, not his micro.
I think King Alfonso is actually out-macroing Tamerlane slightly. And also keep in mind that Italians don't need as many resources to click up.
Dangerous for Alfonso here.
There's a lot of weak ships here for both players. And with demo ships, you never know how it's going to go.
Look at the production for Tamerlane. It's been insane.
And I think this is, while King Alfonso was focusing on clicking up to the next stage, those 3 demos were not enough. I think that was King Alfonso kind of saying that he feels like he'll lose the water now.
And now, like, the production has just been insane for Tamerlane.
The build, man. The build is good. Like, the reason I'm thinking Dogao, or possibly even Jordan 23 here, is because I got to see them play Rooster a lot during the qualifiers. And I know that other players have played Rooster before, but not so much with the new meta, right? It was an old AOC map where players would make regular galleys with Vikings, never the fire galleys in the demos. Well, King Alfonso has lost water. He's on his way to the next stage faster, so he will need to try and mass as many ships as possible and try and get back into the game.
Tamerlane's just waiting. Look at those demos. He's got 4 demos. He's like, all right, come out of your docks, come out and play.
I love that. And I think King Alfonso should probably be opting for a few more demos himself, because he's mainly making the fire galleys. If you're behind to numbers, take a few risks with the demo ships. Fascinating stuff. Barracks for King Alfonso, which means he might make an archery range and send some crossbows forward. Blue is now walling his base, so the crossbows couldn't get through.
Okay, the docks are about to ungarrison here.
Yeah. The timing is not ideal for King Alfonso because it's right before he would like to get his upgrades. Oh, but I do like at least the left dock, how that worked.
And the demo ship was huge. It hit 4 ships from King Alfonso, and now he's ungarrisoning the fires.
There's demos for Tamerlane, though. King Alfonso needs to micro away from this. Those weren't the best demos ever for King Alfonso, but I still think Tamerlane is going to slightly hold this for now. And you know what? I'm not so sure on that, Dave. King Alfonso's getting War Galley. If he can just create some fires, he might be able to take this.
He might be fine for the time being. He's still producing from all 4 of his docks.
Yeah. Wow.
And Green actually sending a villager to go repair that dock.
Smart. I think it's smart. Because he's going to eject his units after he gets his upgrades anyhow. So he doesn't need to repair this for too long. Yeah, so now Blue needs to run. The repair saves the dock. Blue didn't kill many of Green's fishing ships. He only killed 2 of Green's fishing ships throughout all of that. And I believe that we might see a transport, Dave, with a knight or 2. King Alfonso might transport a knight over on Tamerlane's side of the map.
That'll be brutal if he does that. And Tamerlane has a bunch of idle villagers where his berries are. He's kind of trying to stabilize here. Get up to Castle Age, get the techs in, and hope he wins water.
So now Tamerlane needs to delay, wait for his war galley upgrade. He shouldn't be too scared because he does have more navy. But this is super close. This is just like the Gold Rush game. Really even. Similar strategies from both players with different civs. Yeah, see how King Alfonso's running? He realizes that he doesn't have the numbers there, Dave. Really wondering what's going on here with this Siege Workshop, though. Does King Alfonso know that they're this close? He sees the houses. Oh, and I think he saw the house wall there. So he must be thinking they're close. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the villager came out and attacked the scout, remember?
Yeah.
So he knows.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, there's no way Blue would have been able to send that Vill out unless they were close.
And he saw the docks, too.
Good point.
It's obvious they're close, but Blue doesn't expect this. He's making a lumber camp right where that mangonel is going to be able to hit.
He's Japanese. It's basically free.
Look at how many fires he has, though. Oh my goodness.
This is ridiculous. King Alfonso needs demos or the water is lost. And I'll switch to HP bars here. So we have green HP bars for green. And, oh, it's all blue, man. It's all blue. Yeah, no chance for King Alfonso on water right now. Holy cow. Again, green and blue is a tough combo, guys.
There might be if he takes his eye off it. He's going to have to focus on this land aggression from green. Green's in now with the knights.
Wow.
He's putting down a monastery, but if green runs into one of these wood lines...
Well, green, he's delaying Tamerlane a lot. Mangonel, 3 knights. No upgrades on the knights, but Tamerlane is forced to wall these out. Tamerlane, wall. Oh, Tamerlane, wall. What are you doing? Why are you not housing there? This is panicky moment for Tamerlane. Oh my god. Villagers are gonna die to this. This is so worth it for King Alfonso.
But the Mangonel's gonna die to the TC. Sloppy. Very sloppy.
There's so much going on, man. They have to track the knights and build the TCs. Then they have the docks and everything. There's so much going on.
Green redocking at the top. I think he wants to keep putting pressure down on water.
Okay.
Make sure Blue doesn't get that for free. He's looping around with the knights. Spots one villager.
We'll kill her. Doink. And also, while Tamerlane only has 7 less villagers, his villagers are a lot less efficient right now. Nice conversion, though. That was a beautiful move to add the monastery. I do think that it was sloppy from Tamerlane to let those units in at all, though. It should have been easy for him to hold that with the navy and with some walls, but King Alfonso's Mangonel busted through quick enough.
Okay, wall up your own base now, because Blue has a knight, and if that gets into your gold...
Oh, God. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's still open.
So green redocking at the north. He doesn't want Blue to have this entire pond. You see Blue's added extra fishing ships?
Yeah. That's a good number.
You don't want to give your opponent... Yeah, you don't want to give your opponent that much of an advantage. Do you think that green should have, instead of the siege workshop, just made a dock at the south and made a transport ship
I think he should have transported. That's what I expected. The Mangonel didn't do much except break through the wall, so why not transport around it? But, you know, docking in the south and building a transport there is more wood investment than making a Mangonel. Well, I guess Siege Workshop Mangonel is a little bit more, yeah. It's alright. Again, just testing you. That's all I'm here for. Yeah, maybe. I guess you could use this backside as well to make some galleys later on. I don't necessarily disagree with how green has played this. I do find it interesting, though, because most players, when they lose water on this map, instead of trying to go right back for it, will wait for Imp and then redock. So it's not necessarily bad what he's doing right now, but what he is giving Tamerlane is an opportunity to catch up in that boom, because all blue needs to do is get the TCs up and catch up. And green's
now he's got
like,
monks behind that.
Yeah.
He's got his monks behind that knight, so he could probably get in this wall here if green isn't careful.
And maybe that's why green is deciding to win water, because he realizes that if Tamerlane gets a lot of war galleys, then some of that gold is denied.
And war galleys are coming out right now.
Yeah. Great game. And, okay, Tamerlane did not know about the extra docks. He sees it's coming now. Looking at the numbers, I think this can still be good for Tamerlane, but it depends on the demos.
Well, he's got the war galleys to deal with the demos now, but he's microing so...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, Dave, there's no Bodcanero. These war galleys are not going to contribute much at all. This could be King Alfonso's chance to get back into the game. If he spams from all 4 of those new docks, he could take water away from Tamerlane. And the scouts from King Alfonso will kill the monks. And he has the knight there to kill Blue's knight. That was, like, in 30 seconds, King Alfonso changed the whole game. Oh my god. That was sick. That was so sick to think of making the scouts and the timing on the water. Tamerlane needs to hold his water control. He has fish out here he needs to protect.
He's had some really bad micro on the water.
Good build orders, and good macro, but not the best micro in this game. Despite that, the KD's even, but...
Yeah, he's gonna get an advantage again on water, I think. He's got more docks producing than green. And I think he's got the numbers advantage right now.
That was nice. Yeah. It's still even, I guess, right? And look at the food for Tamerlane. He does have 700 food. Now, he will need 1,000 food and 800 gold to click up to imp, while the Italian player will need less, but it's good he has the advantage there.
The thing is, the way Green's map is set up, if Tamerlane ever gets that amount of war galleys like you were talking about,
yes,
it's over, man, because Blue at least has some space to take his gold and whatnot, but Green has no space whatsoever.
Yeah, I suppose he could think about taking this gold towards the south, but he hasn't scouted that, which is bad. There is more gold on the other side of this map, this horseshoe-shaped map. I would like to see Blue build a castle defensively. Probably leave this wood line, because this is too risky. But build a castle defensively, so green doesn't get in again. And then go imp and win water. I think that has to be the play for him. And for green, I'm not all that sure. He has the Vil lead, he just does not have the resources in the bank.
Yeah, and I don't know how much pushing this direction on land is really going to do for him. I think holding that wood line is a good idea, but do you really want to invest in this push?
Well, Blue holds on to his fish, man. That's the difference right now with the food, I think. Because the Vil count is higher for King Alfonso, he just doesn't have the food income. I like the attempt from King Alfonso. He gets in again, Dave, with a few knights and scouts. How many times is this going to happen before Tamerlane learns to stonewall?
Well, he wasn't stonewalling the last couple games.
No, he was not, man. That's been his mistake, I think. And no! What are you doing, Tamerlane? You can't let this happen. You have more food. King Alfonso's killing so many villagers. Unnecessary. Unnecessary. And Dave, on water, it's not over for King Alfonso. King Alfonso might have just kind of won water if he goes to take the fish first. Jeez. What a game. Again, it's 100 pop to 90 pop. But Tamerlane, this is throw territory for him. I thought he had the lead a moment ago. This should not happen. There should not be knights killing villagers here.
Yeah, and every time the knights come in, it just distracts them more and more off water, right?
I don't think this is Dogal anymore.
Extra chance.
I take, you know how I said Dogal in round of 16, and I said Dogal a lot today? I think this might be Jordan. Because his builds are really, really good. What's failing him is his micro. And his preparation is obviously there. I don't know, it's hard to say. I just see King Alfonso all over him right now.
He's taking back water again. He still hasn't lost his fish.
Blue, yep. You mean blue or King Alfonso? Yeah, King Alfonso has no fish, so. I love how
and
green...
King Alfonso stopped producing Navy. Oh,
Yeah.
it started again now, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I did like how... Okay, Tamerlane gets a conversion, but he'll lose the monk. I thought it was cool how King Alfonso added his own monks, because he actually converted one of the knights that he lost back. And, oh, Tamerlane, please. Oh my god, Tamerlane, you're killing me. You're killing me, Tamerlane. Stop doing this, man. Sloppy. Sloppy stuff, Dave. Do you even have any thoughts on this, or are you like me and you're kind of speechless and not sure what direction this is going to go?
Well, I recognize the fact that it's tough for both players.
Yes,
when
for
you're
sure.
fighting water and land,
For
it's
sure.
tough to focus, but sometimes you just gotta suck it up and place an ugly stone wall.
Yeah.
You know?
Which he
Oh, the mangonels are exposed
has not
for
done.
green.
Which mangonels for green? The mangonels that are forward? Yeah.
Yeah, if blue sends a demo or something.
Ooh, blue has his own mangonel. And, oh! The micro from King Alfonso. Better again. Those are weak mangonels, though. I think Tamerlane needs a market. He needs to sell all that wood and just go imp. He can still win this game because of the water control. But he has 1,000 food, 1,200 wood, and only 300 gold. I think you sell that wood.
He's doing it right now. Sold 500 wood.
Yeah. Sold some wood. Suddenly doesn't have the food. Notice how both are nearing the stone they need for a castle. Blue could build one now. Both are close on navy.
Blue's doing it.
Oh my
there's
god.
mangonels
Oh
there.
my god. Oh! The shot though to save him. The mangonel shot. That might not save him because the crossbows are there now. But thank God that he did that.
He'll get this up for sure.
Oh. Well, I was about to say dealt, but definitely not dealt. Confirmed to not be dealt because the castle goes up no problem. How clutch was that mango shot? He needed that.
Yes, he did.
He's about to click Imp Dave. And I think King Alfonso with a little bit of market selling and whatnot could go up as well. King Alfonso building a castle to secure those golds.
Also building a transport ship.
Where at?
I don't know, I just see it. CaptureAge. Hello.
I don't see it yet.
He's building 2 transport.
Oh, there we go.
He's got 1 out now.
Ooh. Transport the crossbows. This is risky, but maybe transport the crossbows around to the top of Tamerlane's eco?
Yeah, could do it.
He doesn't have water control, though, so this is so risky. Tamerlane's the one who has the water control right now.
Get in quick!
Let's go! Is there anything around? Ah! Oh no! No ballistics for blue, though? Let's go! Let's go, King Alfonso! He can do it! That's the importance of the ballistics upgrade. There is a knight there, though. Hello, knight. Oh, the knight's attacking the transport ship. It's perfect.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. So, these crossbows are going to be an annoyance to Tamerlane. Beautiful.
I don't know how much damage they're going to do, but that's so annoying.
They could do
man.
a lot.
Will they wipe out the monk?
Yeah, kill the
The
monk.
monk gets a conversion.
Kill the monk. Kill the crossbow. I guess the mangonel's there. But he took Tamerlane off that gold once again. You know what's funny, Dave? We talked about the gold from King Alfonso and how annoying they were. But Tamerlane's gold has been rated more than King Alfonso's. Nice friendly fire there from the mangonel. That knight was worthless anyway. He didn't do his job. His buddy didn't do the job earlier, so.
King Alfonso doesn't see the gold to the south of his base either. He still doesn't see that.
Kind of have to expect it, but I can understand because of how hectic this has been why he doesn't. There is more gold to the north. He's been building houses out here, but he hasn't scouted. Oh, as we say that, outpost. So he'll find that. I just don't know if he'll hold it, Dave, because there will be war galleys and fast fire ships for Tamerlane. He'll be all over the water soon.
Yep. Prioritize making galleons at this point, I think. Once you get like 40 of them, it's going to be super, super tough.
Okay, Tamerlane should not prioritize making galleons anymore because he has not patrolled and ran all of his freaking war galleys through the center of the map. He's lost all but 4.
How? Like, what's up with this guy? What is with
know.
the miss micro?
I want to say, though, I've watched a lot of those practice matches, as I said. And Dogal was the one who played Japanese. He always went fast fire first. Because it's so close quarters. Galleon can't hit and run, so I do think fast fire is smarter, and then maybe you think Galleon later on.
Well, he did get fast fire,
Yeah.
and he had enough fires to support it, and he had enough war galleys to get Galleon and be effective.
Yep, he lost them.
That's like the 5th time in the game he's tossed his advantage away.
He's down 50 population, by the way. He is behind 50 villagers. It's 146 villagers for King Alfonso. Talk about an overboom. Jeez, and
on this map too.
Yeah.
Like what?
Guys, I realize that it's hard to tell the difference between these colors, especially when we have a blue background. So I'm changing the HP bars to blue and green for each player to make it a bit easier. I think King Alfonso holds this Dave with the amount of demos he has sent out. He's later to Imp, but the demos are definitely holding the center for him.
And blue trying to snipe them with the war galleys, but he just doesn't have enough.
Yeah. He might live to regret losing those numbers.
And he's actually got a Treb out at his base. Okay. Green had a castle of his own. So that Treb from blue is going to kind of prevent green from coming in there.
Yeah. I like green's position more, though, because if his Trebs are on the other side of this wood line, Tamerlane can't really get around there easily to snipe the Treb.
Ooh.
Unless he has Trebs of his own.
Look what Tamerlane's doing. I love this. He's sending his 4 war galleys around to the side, and he's gonna probably try and snipe the eco from King Alfonso.
Good move. At this point, he probably won't get War Galley, so might as well use those to raid some land eco from King Alfonso. There's certainly villagers to snag, 154 of them, to be exact. Oh my god. Oh my god, this fight. I think this is King Alfonso's, right? Maybe?
No. This is Tamerlane's, I think.
It's Tamerlane's.
Yeah.
Tamerlane has a few of these stacked. And the demos. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Oh my god, what a game this is, dude. This is just as good as the last one, even longer now. 53 minutes on Rooster is almost unheard of, and we have a transport for King Alfonso around the backside. A castle drop. Wow, what a play. Now that, hold on, delete it. Just bail, because the castle's gonna get trebbed. Maybe he was just excited about it as we were, but it's gonna die.
Well, there's 2 Trebs coming from the other direction as well that are going to target the castle from blue.
Okay. This is all distraction, so green can kill blue's castle. Well, maybe he's able... I don't know. I don't see him being able to do much with this. He does have light cav in on blue's woodline, though. And we still have to focus on the water. Holy cow.
Can we appreciate the fact that he got careening?
So,
just for the transport ships? Oh, he probably got it for his ships as well.
But it helps. It helps. It's a side benefit. I think that King Alfonso has just shown us the importance of getting some land pressure in. I didn't like the way he did it. That's a waste of stone. But if he can make more light cav, blue's going to lose vills. Blue's only down to 86 vills. So he might not have the resources to continue to make Navy soon, Dave.
No, I think you can make...
He has the gold in the wood in the bank right now. But, I mean, that is something to think about if more villagers build more stables. And that's what King Alfonso is working on. Tamerlane's actually tracking this with a few samurai and... Well, never mind. That maybe a stable goes up, but it won't last very long.
So many Trebs for green on the front.
I think this needs to shift more to lands now. And that's something that Tamerlane has failed to realize. Because you're not going to get much from fishing now. You do get map control from winning water, but I do think you need some land military.
King Alfonso still has 3 villagers in a transport ship. He's hiding.
Where at?
He's waiting for the moment. It's near where his castle is.
That's amazing. And he's sending the light cav in, Dave, and... How many times is Tamerlane going to have units run through this one part of the map before he learns? He could have stonewalled behind this when he saw his castles being trebbed down. He's trying to go into pikemen now, but the light cav are everywhere, and while King Alfonso might have a lot of population in vills, He's doing just fine. And the water is pretty even. Yeah.
He's got firm control of this game now.
Yeah, the only risk of overbooming, like King Alfonso has done, is you don't have enough pop space for military, but he has light cav everywhere. And he has just enough on water to hold, so the lack of military population space is not an issue at all. And I love how he's going skirms, Dave. With skirms in the mix, he'll be able to kill any pikeman that he makes.
And he transported to the north side, and he's just found the gold at the south as well. So everything is going right for King Alfonso at the moment.
Yeah. And also, I believe he snagged that one relic. Yep, this will be his second relic. And there's a third next to that gold, which he does not see yet. But he might spot it. He might spot it. I mean, he's everywhere. Tamerlane, the fights have failed him. The macro was good. The fights have failed him.
He did it to himself, man.
Yeah. Oh my god, though. Look at how King Alfonso is spreading his light cav up. One here, getting a kill. One here, getting a kill. More here, probably can be transported around, right? And Tamerlane's trying to build a castle there. Oh, Tamerlane, your castle could be denied, buddy. There's a light cav in that transport ship. And I'm sure more will come over. Yeah, look, they're gonna get the rest of the light calves. Oh, this might be the end of the game soon, Dave.
That is game.
Yeah.
Oh, he walled it. He walled it, but I don't know what that's gonna do.
Yeah, it doesn't make his situation any better on the front, where his buildings are going down. The monastery, where he has 2 relics, that's gonna go down. 1 hour into this game, finally feels like someone has a pretty commanding victory, or commanding lead, rather.
And the navy from Tamerlane is now being wiped up.
That's the nail in the coffin right there. That was the only thing he had, was the water. And he'll lose the water, and he'll lose his docks, and he'll lose everything. He'll lose the game, probably.
The 3 villagers have been let out.
Wait, in the...
But Tamerlane's on the case.
That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Tamerlane sees it, he's trying his best. I can appreciate the fact he notices it, but he can't respond to it.
When does he call the GG here? Because it's pretty...
He's got to call it soon.
Pretty over now.
I'm convinced that when players don't call the GG in tournaments at this stage, it's because they're like sipping their water and half playing. Like they're taking a mental break to soak it in. Because there's no way back for him whatsoever. There's green all over his map. Yeah, there we go. There's the GG. And another game goes past 1 hour in this set. Holy cow, man. That means that King Alfonso is now up 2-1. And we will play Tamerlane's home map, the remaining Tamerlane home map. Was it just the fights for Tamerlane? Because I felt like he had out-macroed King Alfonso.
There was a moment in Feudal Age where he threw it away.
Yep.
There was a moment when King Alfonso was going up to Castle Age where he threw it away. And then there was that big moment where he had like 20 war galleys. If he upgrades those to galleon, I don't think Alfonso is coming back there if he keeps pumping out like fast fire ships.
Yeah, I agree, because what you would do is snipe the demos, right?
Yeah, and well, galleon does good against fast fire ship as soon as you get like 20 of them.
Mm-hmm. He had close to 20 there as well. Oh man. And another thing that I wanted to point out, who was the person that knew exactly where the others' golds were? Tamerlane. He knew the golds were forward. He scouted it. King Alfonso did not scout him. And he didn't take advantage of that. In fact, King Alfonso was the one to make a few knights. King Alfonso was the one to take the initiative with the Maganel. And he got rewarded for it, man. That could easily have been Tamerlane's game. So King Alfonso has got to be careful in the next one. Jeez. Someone says, well, we know King Alfonso will win 3-1 since you said 3-2. T90 Jinx. That guy's name is not T90 Official, so whatever he says in the chat is not true. He's not me.
It's already 1 o'clock? Oh my god.
I told you yesterday you could just do the second sets. I messaged Dave and said, hey, listen, man, you don't have to do the full day with me. You can just stop by the last 2. He's like, no, I'm doing it all.
Dude, as long as I'm out of here for the Leafs game tonight, I'm good. So I got till 8.
Okay, so we have 7 hours. It might end around then because we're not even through the second set of the day. These quarterfinals have been too good. 300 plus kills for King Alfonso, and he had way more eco. It didn't feel like that for a while. It felt like Tamerlane had all the control, at least on water, and he just couldn't push home his advantage. So we will move on now to game number 3. Before we move on, there was a crazy demolition ship during that game, and at that moment, I said, oh my god, and so did Dave. I said, oh my god, because Onion Duck gifted 50 subs, and I think Dave said, oh my god, because of the demos. So it fit.
I'm watching the game, man. That's what
So,
that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, of course. So, understandable. It was just funny how that was so fitting. Thank you, Onion Duck, for gifting those subs. That is not the first time you've done that, man. I think this is a kind of an awkward time zone for you as well. I think you might be on the other side of the planet. So thank you very much, man. Thank you, Torx, for gifting subs. Alex for gifting a few more. Firelight Studio, thank you for the $10. He said, can we get a sub train for that 24-hour stream? Well, immediately after that, the sub train came in, man. Closing in on 500 for the 24-hour, or 5,000, sorry. Vagabond, thank you for the $50. He said, hi T90, I have watched on YouTube for years. Finally made a Twitch account, so this summer I can stream my wilderness backpacking trip. Wow, this is a really good promotional donation here. He said, really have enjoyed your content and growth as a caster over the years. Keep up the great work. I appreciate all you do. Well, I'll have to leave you a follow and watch your hiking, man. If I missed you, it's because this is simply too crazy. Thank you guys for hopping on the hype. And I don't think we're going to wait much longer. Tamerlane has Cup for his next home map. And we'll just start the game already. So
before we get that started, I just got a message from the CaptureAge guys. Legless Alex actually donated them $500 as well.
Wow.
So that's insanely generous.
Yeah, that's really cool. Alex, thank you for supporting the CaptureAge team. If anyone wants to donate to CaptureAge, the guys who have made all of this possible, made this spectating tool possible, you can check out the donation link below on the CaptureAge image. All right, into the game we are. And we have yellow and blue. These are my favorite colors in Age of Empires 2. Finally, we could tell the difference between the two of them. King Alfonso is up 2-1. He's looking to move on to the semifinals tomorrow. He's playing as the Malians. And then we have Vikings for Tamerlane. Okay.
It's a bit of a strange pick on this map. What was his other option?
Slavs.
I think I would have rather gone with Slavs since you can't make the fire ships with Vikings.
Yeah, I'm with you. But if this goes imp and we're talking water for Malians, it's not all that hot anyway because they don't get bracer. And even the land options are probably better for Vikings with Berserk and Arbalest and Siege Ram.
You know what you could do with Vikings? Sneak is very good on this map. You could potentially sneak some ranges behind.
Yeah.
And wall your base.
Look into the backspace here. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, so most players will wall like this. They'll wall here, and then towards the center area. It's a pretty easy wall off for both of them. Normally your resources are on the back, so as Dave said, if you get units in the back of the base, you're not just denying one resource, normally you're denying two. Now on this map, there's water between the players, and then there's water around this gold. If you create navy or fishing ships, whatever it may be, you can't cross over on water because of this piece of land. So you have to decide where to dock. And I think that docking here early is a mistake. I think normally you'll see players dock in this location or this location. But who knows, man? We don't have a meta for this map. Everyone plays it differently.
And there's only 2 fish in that small pond right now. So if you dock there, and they're as far apart as they could possibly be.
I think that's another thing as well. You have to scout where the fish are. I think in the other cup game we casted today, there was more fish here than there was on the other side. So it promotes scouting. And yeah, there's the better dock for King Alfonso. Knowing where the fish are. There's tons of fish around for him. So he docks in Dark Age. Cool.
Is Blue looking for the lame, or did he go... He didn't see it. He didn't see that boar.
He's looking to lame for sure. Another thing with this is that you know the player's positions. So it's not a bad idea to try and run forward and steal resources. I do feel like this is a bit late to do so, though.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't put much effort into looking for that boar.
Nope.
Maybe he's scouting the back for the sneak.
You want that to happen, don't you?
Sneaks? You know me, man. Sneaks are like my favorite strat.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I love to see that.
I think we've seen 2 sneaks. Actually, 3. Oh! The gate from Tamerlane!
Sick!
That was really well done. Well, do you like that? Can we take that instead of the sneak, Dave? That's pretty cool.
I like the fact he put that house there on the other side. He put the house first to juke the scout into the TC, and then he put the gate down.
Yeah.
It was a really nice play.
And that gives him a slight lead now. Yeah, but back to the sneak thing. I think it's happened twice on this map. Once in the qualifiers, once in a practice game. And then even the Bay map, which was the other new one, there's been sneaks. So you might get your sneaks, man. You might get it. Maybe it'll be tomorrow during the finals. Wouldn't that be something? You know what's crazy to me? I'm just thinking about this now. I think the players coming up in the 3rd and 4th quarterfinal are better than these two. And these two have played really solid, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's exciting.
So, Tamerlane, not even going to go for a dock. That doesn't surprise me at all, to be honest.
No.
With Vikings, because you can't match up an early feudal. And he's going to go with a drush, I guess. Sent 1 villager to gold.
Okay. Drush. You could drush the fish, though. You know, like, there was a player, it was Licks.
He's attacking the fish
right
now?
This is why I don't love docking in Dark Age. King Alfonso will have to reposition his fishing ships. But in the qualifier for Hidden Cup 2, Licks was playing fire. And Licks went for a drush to kill the opponent's fishing ships. He killed 3 of them. It was pretty sweet stuff. And you know what? King Alfonso can't fight this scalp because he lost that HP earlier.
Yep.
He just has to let it happen.
That's why I don't like the lame on the map on this map. Because of something like this, right? If blue were to have lamed, then yellow could potentially fight his scout.
Wow. And
Militia just passing, I guess.
Just passing.
Now they're coming back.
Yeah. They got another hit. And see, the fish, you can't drop off your food now if you're King Alfonso because the drush is here. This is really funny, man. It's brilliant, though, to know that this is an option on this map.
You know, the Viking player, Tamerlane, he's doing everything that he needs to do right now. He's walling up as he's distracting yellow with this drush.
Yeah.
He's preventing him from getting that fish food in.
Yep.
Which is exactly what yellow needs in order to sustain whatever rush he's going for. He's doing good.
He's doing very good. I think the questionable thing is, if blue goes for something like scouts, will he find a hole in that wall? If the answer is no, I think Tamerlane might be pretty confident with the situation now. He's killed 1 fishing ship, and he sees this one dropping off the food. He's like, oh, let's get it. Hit it.
Imagine a world where someone drushes the fish economy.
That is our world, man. That's crazy. And you know what? Yellow's land is open, so it's not as if he's walled up. The drush could actually go hit villagers as well.
The drush has done its job already.
I think so.
To be honest.
I think if you keep that scout on patrol, you'll probably snipe all the other fish because they're so weak. Oh, but a galley. Why a galley for King Alfonso? Why not a fire?
I think he might realize that Tamerlane isn't on water, so a galley is more effective against like land units and everything.
To stop him from docking.
Yeah, if you know your opponent doesn't have a dock,
make a galley instead. Good point. Very effective drush. You're not going to see many drushes this effective. And King Alfonso started off with just an archery range, no stable. So Tamerlane's fine, dude. He doesn't have to worry at all back at home.
He might pick off a villager here too.
And I would also say, kill a deer if you have a militia left. Yeah, that should be a deadville. Well done.
Ooh, what a great drush!
So cool. Tamerlane has prepared. I think it's Stogower, Jordan, because they seem to have so much experience on this map. I don't want to diss the other players and say that they wouldn't prepare for a $10,000 tournament with saying that, but some of the other players who might prepare would have better micro than Tamerlane did last game. So it kind of fits. We'll see. Woo woo woo.
Got him.
Woo woo woo. Wolf kills a militia. I guess blue's not gonna kill the deer. I I really wish pros would realize that they could do that more often.
See what the galley choice does for him here?
Mhm.
He can sit right on that range. He can prevent blue from walking across that land there and force him to the south side.
Intelligent play from both players, huh? I really wish I knew who these players were, because every time I guess, I think about it and say, nope, I'm not so sure. Oh, and wow, Yellow's repairing his fishing ships, Dave. Are you kidding me?
That's insane, man.
He's repairing his fishing ships. He has doubled down with the docks on this side, and he kept most of his fish alive, so...
The Drush is still alive, though. He's being really annoying with it,
Yeah.
trying to pick off another villager. That guy's gonna get away.
My goodness. Now here comes skirms for Tamerlane. Tamerlane will have skirmishers. When Yellow only has archers, he could have 2 militia and skirms and harass this even more.
And the militia being there is gonna make this skirm army a lot better.
Yeah. And what are you going to defend with? You can only defend with Vils if you're King Alfonso. You can't defend with your archers. The skirms will kill that. Now Tamerlane, micro, my friends.
It's not his strong thing.
It's not, but he should get rewarded here with a Vil kill at least. Wow, this is impressive, man. And remember, Vikings have the free wheelbarrow upgrade? So their economy's been running much stronger on land this whole time. Look at the land eco that Tamerlane has gone with. So I would expect a faster castle time for him at this rate.
I love how Yellow is sitting in that hole that he's made in the wall with a galley. It's like, you want to close this up? Sorry, bud.
I didn't realize that. I was too busy paying attention to the fact that King Alfonso has added scouts to counter the skirms, which is super cool. And now King Alfonso is going to dock this other side, Dave. And right after he kills the skirms, the archers are set loose.
You know, if he docks this and gets like a couple demos down there, then blue is very limited in where he can attack, where he can push out.
Oh, Yellow, this is dangerous for both, actually. Yellow is more awkward for, but if he's able to use the archers to kill the spears, then the scouts will still kill these skirmishers. I would love a demo here, as you said, and there is the demo.
Great play from both players here.
I know, this is really good. It's sad that one player is going to be out of the tournament after this series concludes, and blue goes, oh boy, I know what that means. I'm getting out of here, I think.
No.
Oh, what are you doing? Tamerlane.
I'm going in here.
So he has to run now. You know what? I guess Yellow shouldn't even use the demo here. Not even worth it, so whatever.
He picked off like what, 5 archers there?
Yeah, he killed a few. The fish paying off though, I think, Dave, for King Alfonso, because he didn't have as many farms a few minutes ago, but he had the fish, right? So I think it's smart from Tamerlane to realize that because he doesn't have the fish, he needed to go for the farms early.
Look, he's gonna go through that hole that the galleys have made.
Wow, are you kidding me?
And he killed the archer range too. The galleys have done work here.
Yeah. That's the weakness of Vikings, not being able to get the fire galleys out to kill those galleys. I like Yellow's map control. I really like his positioning. On a map where there's so much land to be gained, or water to be gained, I guess. It's a mix of both.
He's made
the
a
docks
second
smart.
dock
Yeah.
at the bottom.
Oh my god.
He's going for pure water control.
Yeah, he's making more galleys as well, Dave, which is a surprise. We've seen most players make fire galleys. He's going with galleys, and I guess you can range more from the shoreline, which we've seen.
You know, if he gets galleys all along this shoreline of blue, and then he keeps like his scouts up north there,
Yeah.
and some units down south, he can just pen blue in.
I agree. Blue needs to use that market to click up. Blue will buy some food here, and is on the way up right behind him. But what's the choice for Tamerlane? It can't be ranged units. That's not going to work against demo ships and galleons. Sneak, maybe.
You could go crossbow. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? Crossbow siege, maybe? I don't know.
I think your only option would be to run around. Because Yellow actually has not walled his base at all. So you could try and run around, but Yellow seems to be tracking that.
Blue's sending one villager up north. I don't know where he's going.
Dock probably, right? It would make sense that he would try and dock.
But look at yellow patrolling with one galley
I
up
see
there.
that. Mm-hmm. So yellow will go knights, Dave, and he'll have the navy, and he'll have the archers. I loved how Tamerlane's Drush played out, but he didn't kill enough of the fish. He only killed one. Yellow then added more fish, and it's worked out for him.
Wait a second. Blue sent one villager to the top, and he's sending one villager to the bottom as well, but he's going to find it with the scouts.
Wow.
Yellow on top of it.
On the ball, man. I'm pretty sure that blue wanted to dock. Oh, and
Blue's
yellow!
gonna deny the siege workshop.
Yeah. What a game, man. Tamerlane is fighting for his tournament life, though. He needs to win this, and it's not looking great for him. It's not easy on this map to push back all of these galleys, all of these knights, all of these demos. And Dave, this is a guy who has notoriously poor micro when there's demos. It's scaring me, man. I shouldn't say poor. Poor is a bit harsh, but not as good as King Alfonso. King Alfonso seems to be the faster player. And King Alfonso is going in. Don't think that's the time to go in. Did I just jinx him? I think I did.
You did, because that was an awful time to go in.
Why do it's really rough, man, to try and cast this game. Oh, blue got T90 wooed again.
Wow.
That Vil got sniped by the wolf. Yellow will finish the siege workshop. So that's got to be from Mangonels. Man, he's doing a lot. He has 4 docks, archers, knights, siege workshop. Holy cow.
Okay, blue's putting a TC up north, so he's expanding slightly.
Yeah.
That'll give him more space to play around with.
I think yellow is possibly doing too much, Dave, because now blue will get the town centers up slightly faster.
With the Vikings.
With the Vikings, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Vikings obviously have to play to their strengths here, which is eco. And they are really dangerous in that, like, early imp stage.
Yes. And then we could maybe see some longboats. I would say, in the future, Tamerlane needs to make sure he castles the shoreline, then redocks. I don't know what side he would prioritize. And then probably... Well, you got to take water on this map, right? You have to have some water control, because otherwise you're not going to get that gold. Otherwise you're going to lose your units to demos, so there's got to be a shift.
Yeah, and that's the danger of playing against Vikings, right? Because if at any time, if you don't notice a few docks, he might lose this Mangonel, actually. But if you don't notice a few docks, it gets dangerous with those longboats.
Is it worth it for blue to try this? Yeah, it is. Kills the Mangonel. The knights don't have +2. So, I don't think they can stick around, and...
Another villager wooed!
Where?
Oh, same spot!
Oh my god! Oh!
He dead.
Imagine if he was playing versus Ornlu the Wolf, and he was losing all of these bills. Oh my god. Now, how did that happen? The galley must have hit him.
It did.
Yeah, the galley must have hit him. Oh god, Tamerlane, don't do this. Just stay in your base. Tamerlane! Stay in your lane. Jeez.
There be demos and mangoes.
And knights, and just everything. It's a mixed bag for King Alfonso.
So, when's the next villager going out to the north?
Okay, okay. Better question. What does he have planned? Because he's gone out there twice now. I'm thinking a dock. I don't see what else. Maybe he wants to wall that, but...
I like how yellow recognizes that he wants to do that, and he's sending his 2 archers to go sit over there now.
Yeah, great play. Honestly, great play from both, Dave. Slight Vil lead and a handcart upgrade for Tamerlane. He has a lot of crossbows and skirms, which he can easily upgrade in the next stage if he gets there. But yellow, just using his map control, and he's fully aware of what blue is doing at all times. He has the guy surrounded. Oh!
Good shot. Oh, no, I thought he was aiming for the Mangonel.
Yeah,
Going for the outpost.
and then he just gets nailed after the caster says something good about him, naturally. Just thinking about Imp Dave. You know, I don't think yellow should go Imp. I think he should flood Knights and Castle. He already has the map control. The risk is if he allows blue get to Imp safely.
Well, he's going north now.
Yeah, I think he has more mobility too. I think with +2 defense in the Knights, he needs to send the Knights into blue's base.
And look at what Blue's sending just skirmishers up there to deal with those archers. Okay, he'll be able to kill that archer, but there's a lot of knights coming.
Nice attack round from King Alfonso there on the other side. Yeah, it's perfect logic, isn't it? Have your opponent send the skirms over, make them think they need the crossbows on the other side, and then send in a whole group of knights. This TC could die. These villagers could all die. This is bad for Tamerlane.
And he's forced to shift all his crossbows up north. He should probably wall near his stone, to be honest, to prevent these knights from coming in.
He is castling the right-hand side, though. So if he castles the right and stabilizes on the left and goes imp, there's still potential. Oh, yellow snuck a knight in to kill Mangonel, and we'll get one. Yep, well played. That was 2 knights, sorry. Okay, so I just want to ask the chat real quick. We have King Alfonso and Tamerlane. We'll do a poll after the series ends. But who do you think King Alfonso is? He's playing really well right now, and he seems to be the faster of the two.
Uh-oh, Mangonel.
Oh, God! That's not what Tamerlane needed. Nice shot from King Alfonso. Okay, so basically, we had eight different players on that list. Max, Nikov, Tato, Viper, Leary, Yo, Jordan, Max. Okay, so that's beautiful. That shows that the Hidden Cup has already been a success. Because we don't know. I'm not even sure I know.
It's not Nikov.
You don't think so? It could be Nikov. I think Nikov, the only thing that we know about Nikov is that he can GG early if he's tilted, but when he's not tilted, he could do this for sure. I think it'll be hard to place Nikov. I am going to pick Nikov as the guy who said, who complained a bit yesterday, if you remember. But I'll probably be wrong. So King Alfonso didn't exactly all-in CaptureAge here. However, he did some damage, and now he's thinking about clicking up. And he has done so. And I heard barracks for him. I think it was him. Hold on. No.
Is Tamerlane? Oh, Tamerlane's building a second castle on the shoreline. He wants to secure the water.
He'll get that up, Dave.
Yep.
And he can kill the wolf. That's the most important thing.
You know what? That's a pretty good spot. He's got that gold there. It's going to secure him a bunch of shoreline he can put docks on.
He needs his stone wall this time. Or just house wall or something. You see this hole that yellow cut earlier? That's still there. Wall to your TC. Wall everywhere. Because if yellow does go Cavalier, he'll rage you to death, Tamerlane. See that upgrade for King Alfonso?
Yep.
He's going for the Malian champions.
It's tough for Vikings to deal with, for sure.
Yeah, it's tough for Vikings.
Wait a second.
Oh, he canceled it? He thought twice about it? Does that mean he's making more knights?
Yeah.
I think he might have canceled it after seeing that blue is redocking. And he might be thinking of going with water.
So he's making longboats, and that's really nice because for yellow, he has to tech up to upgrade his ships, but blue just gets them right away.
And yellow did not do anything to secure the center gold. He didn't build a castle there at all. That could be a mistake, man. If he had a castle there, the longboats couldn't do much. But the longboats will probably take this side pretty soon.
If blue gets a castle on that area and longboats to support, that's really dangerous. But I think yellow's getting almost enough stone now. I think he might build a castle of his own there.
And
might be too late, though.
And if blue walls his base. Oh my god, Tamerlane! Why? You're gonna be getting the upgrades on these soon. Why come out? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And it's such a simple thing. It's easier to stay in your base. He must not realize the situation he's in, and every single crossbow goes down.
Castle from yellow. Castle from yellow in the middle, but the longboats are out now.
Well, that's a doubt castle. That's not happening. Yellow, you're too late to that one, buddy. That's Tamerlane's way back into this now. He lost his crossbows. He needs to wall his base, which I have a feeling he won't do, and it's annoying me. And then win water on the left, and then reassess.
Put a castle in the middle, I think, for Tamerlane, if he gets enough stone. And another castle attempt from yellow, but the longboats are still there, man.
Well,
They're
Dave,
still there.
Dave, blue has pikes with chainmail armor, and he has 2 castles in his base. He almost accepted that he was gonna allow the cavalier in, but if he has the pikes, he might hold, and he'll deny the other castle. This is doable for Tamerlane, and I'm really hoping he does win, because I want to see this go to 5 games. This has been such a good series already, it deserves 5 games.
It's the little things, man. If yellow started building that first castle a minute earlier, it would have been like no chance.
Well,
for Tamerlane.
I mean, Tamerlane could have made trebs then, but it would have been more difficult for Tamerlane to do that. And so I think, like I said earlier, these are 2 very good players, but they have not been perfect. They're so evenly matched, though.
And now the pikes are coming out.
Oh!
And yellow?
Demo! Wouldn't be a bad idea for King Alfonso to go for champs, but he can't go to the left with them. And he'll finish his castle though, Dave. That's cool. 145 population for King Alfonso. That is mainly the military, because there's only a 5 vil difference. And it is 130 population for Tamerlane, who's just making pikemen. Oh, he's getting chieftains though. That will help the pikes out a lot versus the cav. What do you think, Dave? What should Tamerlane be looking to do now? He'll defend with pike, but what's his priorities if he defends from that?
I would try and get a castle in that middle area and take out the castle from yellow.
Yeah.
And build up your longboat numbers too.
Yeah, I think castle the center area, and then you could maybe win water on that side too. And then the cavalier can't raid you as much, but my goodness, King Alfonso is killing a lot of vills. Well, never mind. He's not killing that many vills. He's just losing a lot of cavalier.
And he's getting Farimba now. Oh, that Mangonel shot as it went down.
I missed it,
Did
sorry.
a lot of damage to those longboats. Wow.
Yeah, I missed that one T90 blind. Yeah, so this is the moment we talked about, Dave. We definitely see Tamerlane is stabilizing inside his base. He has pikemans with chieftain now, so that should fare well against the Farimba cav. I think now he needs a castle next to that starting TC, and then he needs to dock there and do the same thing he did on the left.
If he gets water control, he's got a good shot.
This is going to be a long one, man. Because I don't see how King Alfonso can finish blue off. And I don't see how Tamerlane can finish King Alfonso off.
Well, King Alfonso has Farimba Cavalier. And if he gets like light cav or something, and maybe some stables at the top or stables at the bottom.
Use that speed a bit.
Running cav in to raid the economy from Tamerlane.
Okay, blue, where's your pikes? I thought he would be creating more pikes. He doesn't have pikes.
They're at the north, man. They're supporting the trebs and the longboats.
Oh yeah, as he's trying to treb down that castle. This is a fascinating shift because blue will probably lose a ton of villagers now, but yellow's going to lose access to that gold.
Yeah, and blue's probably going to castle that middle area too.
And I think that blue should have just enough resources to make the pikes, and they have a bonus versus cav. So it's not bad. And what do Malians do against longboats? I haven't seen an answer yet. Are you kidding me? Is this one cav gonna kill the treb?
Oh my god, no.
There we go, okay. Do what? Sorry, you were about to mention something.
As Vikings, can you starve Malians off of gold on this map?
Yeah, I think you can, and you can also... Well, you can, Dave, it'll take a long time because yellow has this extra gold on the left. Both players have one. It's even with that distribution. And also, it's 2 relics for King Alfonso. Yeah, so Tamerlane wants to build a castle here. He did lose his trebs, but pikes and longboats is gonna destroy the cav. The cav have no chance in that fight. Yellow is running out of ideas here, man. Do you think he needs to raid the north, like you said? Build
Why
stables?
set up your treb? Wait a sec. Why set up your treb where you want to build your castle, dude?
It's fine, man. He's just rebuilding the castle. It's fine. See, this engagement, King Alfonso will win, but King Alfonso has gold units. Oh, he's committing to this. The Cavalier won't do a bad job here.
Yeah, blue should have kept his pikes with his boats.
And why isn't he microing? And why isn't he sending any more pikemen in? The pikemen are on the way, Dave. Okay, I guess he can... I guess it'll be fine, because the castle will go up. I was worried the castle might be stopped.
Yeah, he was keeping his boats there so the castle would go up.
Yeah, yeah.
The reason he wasn't microing there is he micros away, yellow kills all the villagers and the treb.
The treb is going to die anyway. That's the third one that has died. Which is probably frustrating Tamerlane. Tamerlane is docking the other side, Dave. He's docking the other side. He didn't need a castle to do it. But getting docks up here means that yellow can no longer take the middle of the map freely. And now yellow's going back for another raid. And Tamerlane needs to respond with more pikemen. What a game! And yellow's making trebuchets out of this castle. I don't even know how the castle's still up.
He's got to be really careful with those trebs, though. Blue has enough pikemen to toss in there and take him out, and the longboats can actually range that, and they do decent damage against the trebs.
Yeah, just wait till they're elite longboats. They'll destroy all types of siege, and King Alfonso calls the GG. I think he realizes Malians can't do anything against Vikings at this stage of the game. Tamerlane holds on, and we will go to game number 5 in this quarterfinal. Wow.
That seemed like an early GG, but look at the score.
Yeah.
He was like, that score is so inflated for blue for this situation, but I agree with you. Malians, he was struggling. He couldn't come up with any answers to the longboats and pikemen.
Yeah, it seems early, but the reality is blue was going to have all the gold. Blue would have this side and this side with longboats, and it does annoy me that blue left his base open. I don't know why he didn't wall it all. So I guess there was some raiding potential, but really all blue would need to do was protect his flanks. How important were the castle positions for Tamerlane on the right and the left, Dave?
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah. My God. Well, I'm pumped. King Alfonso 3-0'd his opponent in the round of 16 yesterday. Tamerlane 3-1'd his opponent. They were no slouches either. Game number 5 will be King Alfonso's home map. That will be Mongolia, and it will be a Slav versus Berbers war.
Interesting.
Really interesting. That's a... Well, we're going to have a lot to talk about once that game happens. I'll just pull up the achievements now. Eldry says this has to be Dogal and Hera. Oh, I'll remember that, Eldry, when it's ACCM versus Backed. Or whoever. 224 kills for King Alfonso. He had more gold, but he couldn't make use of it. He even had more food in this game. I think the resources that were collected didn't matter much except for the stone for Tamerlane. And then I think the resources that were remaining, obviously Tamerlane would have had the edge. Could have gone for Berserk as well as the pikemen. Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. My bad. There you go. There's the KD, and there's the stone difference. 5,000 gold difference for King Alfonso. Maybe he should have gone Champions, Dave. Maybe he should have raided on the flanks. It's really tough to say. Dave.
So the last map is Mongolia.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird home map pick, I think.
Wait, you have El Dorado on your screen for Tamerlane.
No.
Did he pick El Dorado? No.
We didn't do El Dorado in this set.
No, I'm confused. What do we do?
Did that switch?
That was Cup.
It was
That's
Cup.
Cup.
I think
we
it
just
switched.
Watched it.
Yeah. That's probably an overlay issue. So Felix can fix that. He might be getting ahead of himself with the next set of games. Anyway, so we don't have to worry about that. It's grayed out anyway. Okay. Mongolia is the next map. I still have to take that piss, but start the game already. Let's cast the game. Let's do it, man. Both players, I think their best quality is resilience. Game 1 was over an hour. Game 3 was over an hour. That game was over an hour. It's crazy stuff, Dave. I like how everyone, if I have to go take a bathroom break, you guys are like, oh, go ahead and do it. But if I say, oh, chat, can I go get some water? You guys are like, no. Oh, maybe? Never mind.
The theory is that if you weren't drinking so much goddamn water,
I wouldn't have to pee. Oh, geez. Wow, what a map here, dude. This is an awkward map generation for Mongolia. So this would be King Alfonso's home map. This is game number 5. Whoever wins this moves on to playing the semifinals live tomorrow. So it's a huge deal. Also, if you lose the semifinal, if you just get there and lose, you get $1,000, I think. We'll have to check that afterwards, but there's a lot of money on the line here. King Alfonso is playing as the Berbers, and then we have Tamerlane playing as the Slavs. Dave, this is an awkward Civ matchup. What are your thoughts?
This is an awkward map generation for Mongolia too. They're closer than you usually are, and there's not as many cliffs as usual.
All the cliffs are where the players are not. So,
I would give the advantage to the Slavs, just because there's walling potential, and once you get those farms rolling, they're really, really dangerous. But Berbers, obviously, tough Civ to face up against in the Castle Age with those fast-producing stables.
Yeah.
Or the cheap stables, rather.
I think there's different moments that the players will have strengths. Slavs, for example, the more they farm, so the longer the game goes, the stronger and stronger they get. But when it comes to the units, if both players open up with scouts, that's going to be same for both of them. And then the transition is normally into knights for Slavs, and then Berbers get camels. So I think Castle Age might be the moment for Berbers to take some advantages. Because remember, Slavs then, they'll make knights in Castle Age, but then they have a really awkward tech switch into normally pikemen and siege. So that's got to be where Berbers hit them, I think. But I would prefer Slavs. How about you?
Yeah, definitely Slavs.
Yeah.
Definitely Slavs. Berbers, you need to get rolling in Castle Age and then just continue it on, right? Because Slavs are going to get more and more dangerous the more time you give them.
Yeah, I think that this type of a map might suit Slavs because they're closer. So if you're going for slower units like siege and pikes, it might benefit you to maybe go forward and get this hill that King Alfonso has on the front next to the stone. King Alfonso has the main gold and the secondary gold in the back. I think he has slightly more walling potential. And then for Tamerlane, his main gold is fine if he builds in front of it. His second gold is to the left, and then his third gold is right next to that wood line. In fact, that'd be a perfect spot for a TC later on. Any lames? Nothing yet.
No, blue took that second boar pretty early.
Yeah. Kind of want to prevent
he saw it. Yeah, he saw it, and he actually sent the villager to house out there as he was taking the first boar in. So I think he had her out there just in case he saw a green scout kicking around.
Yeah, and blue does not seem to be finding anything at King Alfonso's base. And King Alfonso also bringing in his second pig. So everyone will have their sheep, everyone will have their pigs. Even starts going to Feudal Age, and it's going to be scouts for both, I imagine. 4 on wood for King Alfonso. That could either mean he wants to build a barracks, and wait, that could be the barracks fill, actually. Okay. Or it could have been for farms. Maybe he'll switch it up. Will Tamerlane spot this? This would be important scouting information.
Love the walls from green, just in case. He knows the scout is hanging around his base. Whoa, right into the TC!
That's so bad. He doesn't know his opponent has built a barracks. He's lost a scout when he's trying to go scouts. How does Tamerlane even pull that off? Because he knew exactly where the TC had to be.
You know, his map awareness and strategy has kept him in this series, but his micro is letting him down consistently.
Doubt confirmed. All my subs out there, get the doubt confirms in the chat. Oh man, how many times have we said doubt confirmed though? It's like every time makes a mistake for some reason. Feudal Age time will be faster for Tamerlane, which makes sense if he's going scouts. And King Alfonso is going with 3 to gold, or is that a lumberjack? Yeah, okay, 2 to gold. Man at arms, Dave.
That's pretty standard, though.
The build itself standard. I think going man at arms against Slavs is going to be bad if you don't do damage. Fortunately for blue, he can't scout it. The reason I say that it can be bad is because when going with a scout build, you build a ton of farms with any civ. So with Slavs, if you can pull that off successfully, your eco just spikes up. You almost want to play the same, but be a little bit behind, I think, in Wall and King Alfonso's shoes.
It's funny because green doesn't see Tamerlane's woodline at all. He must be thinking like, where the heck is he taking wood?
Yeah, true. Yeah, he sees a farm. There's the stable for Tamerlane. I love the fact that Tamerlane has built these palisade walls around his berries. He doesn't know for sure that his opponent's going for man-at-arms because he didn't see the barracks. But because he built the palisade walls, he will be fine for now. Unless he overforges. That bush has 41 food. Ooh! 4 man-at-arms for King Alfonso. And at forward range. Wow, that's interesting how he just walked forward to build that.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, is she coming forward to tower?
Listen, it's King
With the
Alfonso. Don't
man-at-arms?
question the king's methods, alright?
Alright.
I would love to see a spearman, though. The best thing you can do when you're going man-at-arms against someone going scouts is send a spearman with the man-at-arms.
He's sending it forward. Here we go.
I think that Tamerlane will need to consider running. There is a repairville behind here, but it might just be better to try and get out of here. Maybe distract with a unit. Distract Green, Green will fight you, and then make a run for it. Because with an archer there, Dave, the archer will snipe the repairvilles. Those vills are dead if they stay there. King Alfonso's looking really good right now.
He's leaving.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Okay, so the question becomes, has the damage been done? Because eventually, in fact, we might see it next, Tamerlane will build an archer range and make a few skirms to counter pretty much everything that's out on the map for King Alfonso.
And he's making a preemptive tower at his wood line.
Okay.
Probably needs to speed that up a little bit.
Yeah, and he needs to
he'll get it down in time.
re-wall this as well. Actually, he doesn't, because the units can't go there.
Good defense.
Solid. Not ideal to have to build that tower, but I think it's a smart move. And
now he's got the scouts in green space. If he gets in on that wood line, potential to pick a villager here.
yeah, Green has all of the spears forward.
He's dead.
He didn't expect the villager? Yeah, the villager's dead. I thought you were saying Green, like, oh my god. It's pretty extreme.
But a villager going down from blue on the berries, that's a bit sloppy to send them back out to the berries.
Yeah. Lots of early pressure from King Alfonso. So it evens out. And now that gives both players time to mass some defense. So the skirmishers will be coming out now. A spearman goes down.
Green's got to be careful he doesn't drive these
Blue's got to be careful.
Ooh.
Oh, drive the scouts into the archer, I see.
Yeah, or drive the scouts into those villagers at the back, taking the deer as well.
Good point. Yeah. You almost want to steer them back into your base. Now the mill actually went down. Huh.
Market for him.
That's true. That's a big deal. I'm not even sure. I guess he probably did get the horse collar upgrade, but it plays a bigger role than people might think. There's 250 food that Tamerlane will not be getting now.
Losing a scout for free.
This particular game from King Alfonso seems...
The skirmishers right in on the archers. Oh man, he moved them away.
Yeah, both players reacted there, Dave. It's tough, though. I think both players could throw away an advantage if they don't pay attention. The archers could all die for King Alfonso. This is super risky. And the skirmishers could be exposed for Tamerlane. This King Alfonso game feels very Leary-like. I don't think the other games were Leary. I think that Eric the Red, who we'll see later, might be Leary, but the way this has played out has been very dominant from King Alfonso. And again, not walling a lot. Now, the difference between the two is that King Alfonso will eventually wall. Tamerlane will just leave holes in his wall. But King Alfonso doesn't seem to be in a huge rush to do that, is my point.
Losing some archers now.
Yep, and Slav farms have kicked in. And so Green realizes, I can't allow scouts and skirms to push me. I need to make my own scouts. Very good timing on this. So now this fight becomes a little bit more different for Tamerlane. He has to keep his skirms protected more than he did.
I like watching Blue try to micro, it's cute.
That's good micro, man. That's good micro.
Like, he tried to pull that one scout away, but it was like a split second too late.
Yeah. Like right there, same thing. Okay, that's good micro, good runners. And now he sees his opponent has scouts. Just needs to be level on scout numbers. Oh, green, your archers. Blue's just gonna let him walk. Okay. Yeah, this forces blue into some more scouts. And I'm really curious as to what the resources will be for both players. We do have 18 farmers now. 19 farmers now for Tamerlane as Slavs. I think he's building the second stable for knights. I don't think he'll go 2 stable. Whoa, he's getting scale barding now. He will go 2 stable scouts.
That's really aggressive. I mean, he saw that Green was investing in scouts of his own, right? So
Yeah.
he knows Green's going to be feudal for a little while longer.
It's just weird to me to build the second stable and only be able to produce out of 1. Maybe I don't know.
Well, he can produce out of both of them. He just got wheelbarrow, right? So maybe he was saving up for that.
True. I think the downside here for Tamerlane is he is not really setting the pace. King Alfonso is. And King Alfonso has been able to wall up this base because of that. And now King Alfonso's on the left.
Finish your wall. Okay, finish it in time.
There's still a hole, though. It wouldn't...
I don't think Green's going to go that far around, though.
Yeah.
He could get trapped if he goes that far around. And Bloodline's coming in. These are going to be very strong scouts here.
And King Alfonso does not know that Tamerlane has 2 stable scout production. He doesn't know he has scale barding. He doesn't know he has bloodlines. King Alfonso doesn't know a lot here. So he'll fight with this now, Dave, but he'll go Castle Age. Tamerlane has to kill, and he needs to push.
Scouts should get behind the archers. Oh, he's doing it perfectly.
Stop! Oh, that was so good. That was really well done. Let's see. All that Tamerlane needs to do is kill the scouts, and then the skirmishers can kill everything else, and he's doing a good job here, Dave. We talked about his micro a few times. That was really well done. There's still 5 scouts, 4 scouts now for green, but all the archers are dead, and that's the most important thing.
What a momentum shift in a game 5.
Yeah.
That's gotta make you feel good, but green is on the way to Castle Age. Blue is about to click up, though. Those Slav farms coming in clutch.
Yeah, you get scale barding, which is 150 food. You create more scouts, which is a couple hundred food, and then you're somehow right behind someone to Castle Age. Yeah, only Slavs.
And he can put some pressure down in the interim period here. 4 scouts with those upgrades is no joke, especially with the skirmishers following up behind.
Yeah, so I'm curious now. Will King Alfonso... Oh! King Alfonso's on stone. That is weird to me. That is dangerous, man. Yeah, but he only has 200 stone. He's not going to have a castle when he hits the next stage. And knights and skirms could overrun him before he builds that castle.
Is he going to go a couple TCs, maybe some camels, and then place the castle? Or camels or knights, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, camels would make a lot of sense if your opponent's going knights, but I feel like King Alfonso has not planned this correctly. It makes more sense to go 2 stables, make a few camels early Castle Age. You know what, maybe a camel or 2 will be enough, though. He has a pretty big lead to Castle Age. He'll go knights, actually.
But Blue made a couple spearmen while he was going up. I think he knows.
Yeah, maybe expecting the knights.
And the scouts are in. That's going to be really annoying.
How's your quick wall, King Alfonso? We saw it from Tamerlane earlier. What's your quick walling going to be like? Just run around, Tamerlane. Just run around. Don't worry about fighting the knight. Just try and snipe vills with this. Get in.
He could kill that knight.
Just kill the vills. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand the lack of walling there. It seems so obvious to me, man. But credit to Tamerlane for going for it. He kills 2 villagers. Actually, it's going to be a 3rd because of this vill on the right.
And he's going to delay that TC too. He's just going to be really annoying with this army that in Castle Age will be essentially useless anyway.
Yeah, it really feels like... Oh, another vill dies? I think King Alfonso has made a bad decision to go to stone. He's building the castle, though, earlier than I expected. He's building the castle, so maybe he can go camel archers. But he had the time to make sure that units could never get into his base, Dave, and he had the time to prepare for this with the faster Castle Age.
He bought 300 stone. That's a lot of resources down the drain.
I think he can stabilize a bit. Does Blue even know that the choice is camel archers for his opponent, though? Oh, he does. He saw the castle going up with those scouts there. Perfect. So he just needs to pressure now before the camel archers mass a bit. And boom, at home. Blue is on 1 TC. It's about to be 2, and it's about to be 3. This is good for blue. This is good. It's a close game.
And green tossing the knights into the pikemen. That's a lot of free hits you can avoid.
Yeah, now he reacts. I think the biggest thing for King Alfonso is this damn gate. Okay, and he'll stonewall it. That makes sense.
And look at what Tamerlane's doing with the scouts. I really like this. Exploring the rest of the map. Getting that vision.
Yeah. Know where those golds are. Dave, I know it hasn't been totally convincing for King Alfonso, but now that he has knights and camel archers, the pikemen probably won't offer all that much for Tamerlane. And there's no walls for Tamerlane. He just kind of left his base open. So if you get enough camel archers, you can maybe snipe some vills and catch up in the vill count. Actually, there's even a slight lead for King Alfonso.
It's going to be rough, though. Like, it was like that game yesterday, the Berbers versus Franks.
Yeah.
And now Tamerlane has husbandry, and he can just chase these things down. If he notices
If he
that,
notices
I guess not.
it, yeah, he didn't see it, man.
I guess not.
Now, he could run right past the castle if he realizes that's open. He does not. Okay, he'll come back home because he sees the knights and cav archers. Great reaction from Tamerlane. Maybe not the best scouting, but great reaction to not lose any vills to this.
He might trap this.
Oh, boy! That's a good
Nice
fight.
play.
That's a really good fight.
And Elite Skirmisher coming for him. So Knight Elite Skirmisher, really tough for Berbers to deal with that.
Yeah, that would force Berbers into their own knights. And blue already has a huge lead there, especially after these engagements. Look how weak green's knights are.
I kind of agree that he should have just ran in there.
Yeah,
Could've
just
done
run
so
past
much
it.
damage.
Well, from his point of view, he didn't see that there was a hole. He only saw the one edge of the palisade, so makes sense. Also, there's a risk. Had he run in, he would have been trapped in there, and then the camel archers would have been at his base. Nothing like having expired farms with Slavs. That's always a great sign. T90 farms for Tamerlane. Remember, he doesn't have a mill, right? He's being stubborn. He hasn't rebuilt a mill yet after Green killed it earlier.
Oh, the camel archer's looping around to the gold.
This is the beauty of a ranged unit, isn't it? And funny enough, Tamerlane researching Town Watch at the moment. He's doing this because he knows this is a possibility, but it's a bit too late. He didn't see it in time, so he loses a few villagers. Oh, and the camel archers will sit underneath the tower, Dave.
That's disastrous. And he didn't have any knights producing out of his stables when they first showed up.
Oh my god. And suddenly, 77 villagers for King Alfonso, 63 villagers only for Tamerlane. And don't let these things out. You have to house wall this, Tamerlane. No, the camel archers get past. They'll kill a monk and they'll just continue to run. Wow.
We see the same problems with this guy cropping up over and over and over again. Doesn't wall. Not the greatest micro. And he's just getting punished for it.
Yeah, green has significantly less military on the map, and yet he has a 13 villager lead now. Actually, it's more than that. It's getting larger. So, problematic stuff here for Tamerlane. Fortunately, he has the better scouting. Yeah, and he has better knights. And he also has slab farmers. Maybe here he dives in.
You could just kill all the camel archers, that's for sure, instead of attacking that house for some weird reason.
Misclick. Oh! Do you see the stonewall attempt for Tamerlane? This is what I'm talking about. Go from no palisade walls to full stone walls. That's smart.
If he walls the other side of that cliff as well,
yeah,
then he forces green to come on to the left side.
To the left, yep. Green's about to build another castle. Blue's about to build his first. Green just shot the wolf. So much, feels like these guys are misclicking a bit, but maybe we're being slightly critical. Yeah, blue now has the skirmishes. I really do think that
King Alfonso's up.
Tamerlane should have walled this earlier. And how is King Alfonso up so quickly? Such an insane boomer after losing those vills. And always adding... Wait, what is this? A barracks and a stable. I think camels and camel archer, maybe? I'm just confused by that other barracks.
Weird. It's definitely camels.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, camels and camel archers and longsword. Whoa! So he's predicting the pikes, I guess, and wants to also go with longswords. Isn't that too much at once?
I think it is too much, especially considering the fact that he bought his way up to imp.
Oh my god.
And the fact that blue might get into his base here.
Dave, do you remember that time where blue had Feudal Age units and he got into green's base and he gave himself time to catch up to a castle? Same thing could happen here.
Oh, goodness.
Well...
Oh, my goodness. And the camel archers are going to go over there to try and defend, but I don't think he can... I don't know with the elite skirms.
It's hard for me to tell here because there are camels in the mix for green. It's just that blue has more upgrades on his knights. So if anything, blue has just gained a stronger position for late game, but still not convinced he can fight this right now. So guys, I will zoom out to show you the other resources. There's a gold here and a gold here for blue. He needs to get the walls up. He's walling on the right-hand side as we speak. Oh, the fight! Blue is taking the fight, Dave. Guys, look at the HP bars on the left. Look at the HP difference. So many more units for Tamerlane. But there are camels for green. I can't even call this with CaptureAge. It does seem like King Alfonso is just going to do it, yeah.
Green's going to win this, yeah.
Just barely.
And there go all the knights and all the skirmishers for blue. Has he bought himself enough time? He's going up to the Imperial Age, and he's almost walled that right side. He's got a TC on the neutral gold on the left.
Yeah.
Trying to take that map control for when green pushes back.
All things considered, I don't think that's a bad fight for blue. Because if he doesn't take that fight, then green has a lot more camels and a lot more camel archers. And a lot of these camels are weak. So he's going into Halb anyway, so it's fine.
It's about buying himself time, right?
Yeah. Oh, whoa, blue is back to stop the wall with 3 knights. King Alfonso thought he was going to get the walls up. There's even a scout there. Look at that. I love that from Tamerlane. Tons of time now, Dave. And I believe he might have also spotted the two-handed swords, or the long swordsman from King Alfonso. So he might know to get man-at-arms himself, and he is. So he'll go for champions, and he will go for halberdiers.
Castle on the right from King Alfonso, and actually, Tamerlane bringing in his 3rd relic.
This is where it gets tough for Slavs if they don't have walls up, but he has the right side walled now, blue. Slavs are the civ that wants to force the fight in one big ball, whereas the Berbers would want to hit with their speed. So maybe the left-hand side is exposed and Alfonso can raid there. The champion choice is fascinating to me, though, because he obviously expects what Slavs are going to do, but do you want to go champions against Slavs? Or do you want to hit them before they get to their own champions with a lot of camel archers and camels?
So green is kind of looping over to the left-hand side, and I think Tamerlane wants to wall that at some point, and he wants to actually get a siege workshop down there, but the camels are going to come in.
I love this monk, somehow still alive. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry about that, dude. Yeah, the camels come in right, but it's not too difficult for blue to address this with pikes right now.
No.
So...
And he's doing the things that he wasn't doing the previous games, which is securing his base with walls.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the previous game, he had a slower civ, needed to wall so he could push, didn't do that. Ended up winning anyway, because his macro is insane. He has 1,200 golds. I'm curious now. King Alfonso is going to force this now. He has the champion earlier. He's going to go for hand cannons in a moment. And he has Trebs, Dave. He needs to start trebbing now. Okay.
Two-handed swordsman coming in for him now.
By a show of your two-handed swordsmen in the chat, how many people are nervous for both these players? This is going to be close. I feel like green has to take a big lead in early imp, which is now, before Slavs get to their champs.
Well, also the problem for green is that blue is on both neutral golds. Blue has 3 relics and has another relic in his base. Yeah. And the only gold that's like disputed right now is blue's secondary out front.
Yep. Blue has the time. He's just losing a few barracks. Don't lose your two-handed swordsman, please. I guess he wants to snipe the Trebs. No. No, go back. Yeah, go back. Wait for champion. Does not have a lot of wood right now, Dave. So he will need to... Whoa, he's going siege workshops. What?
That's why he doesn't have wood.
I think you just prioritize the champs, and then you could think about siege after that. Maybe.
You also got to wall that left-hand side. Stonewall it like you stonewalled the right-hand side.
If he gets the Drazina upgrade, that would be nuts. It's so expensive, though, and he needs the castle for it. Whoa, Cavalier too?
What? This guy's getting everything!
Well, he has the gold for it. He doesn't have the food or the wood for anything, though. Castle for King Alfonso. Everything going according to plan so far. He's killed a few buildings. Next thing he'll kill or try to kill is the castle. And King Alfonso is branching out on the left, Dave, looking for the extra stones. And relics. It's 4 relics for Tamerlane, though. He just needs to hold.
Sending some knights over to deal with that. And then he can wall up. Like, he's got the foundations down.
Yeah. By the way, it will be the same upgrades for the champions. Berbers do get the same upgrades as Slav champions. It's just the Drazina that's the difference. And Blue's thinking about going Scorpion, I think. He created 3 siege workshops and it's just 1 Scorpion. I don't like it. Just go Halb. Go Halb, go Champion. Light Cav wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess. Elite Camel Archer for King Alfonso. So he has Camel Archers instead of the hand cannons. He could even mix in both. This is hard for Tamerlane to kill.
That's a really scary army there.
Oh, and the raid for for King Alfonso on this gold will be good. Wait, Drazina's on the way! Drazina's on the way in that castle! He'll just keep the castle up and get that upgrade. That's huge.
Nice. Now these champions are so dangerous.
Oh my god. This game is so close. Both players in Game 5 in the quarters are above 190 population.
And the 5th relic now coming in for Tamerlane. All he needs to do is hold.
Can he do it? There's camel archers, there's champions, and there's camels. He snipes a trebuchet, and he'll have the hill with Drazina champs, and that's not something that King Alfonso will be aware of. He doesn't see anything.
Dude, he's coming from behind with the Cavalier, too. He could potentially snipe the rest of those trebs.
Oh, at least the villagers there. I think the Drazina champions can win this as long as they just repatrol. Yeah, just repatrol.
Oh, the Scorpions. The Scorpions are so deadly. I think he has this.
No way. I'm not so sure yet. It's 185 population for both players. In theory, it should be much better for Tamerlane. The villagers go down, so no gold for King Alfonso. And there's more champions for Tamerlane, and now Onagers on the way. Dave, this is Tamerlane's game to lose now. Is he gonna do it?
The score just shifted. The score just shifted. Onagers coming in. This is incredible.
And the walls are completed. Wait, okay, the villager's opening a gate, and there's a hole. But whatever, they're almost completed. I don't necessarily believe that he'll complete them, but Green won't be able to raid if he has to deal with these forces here. Ridiculous, man. Blue is going to take some micro now, though. He can't lose his champions like this, because then all of his Scorpions will die to Light Cav. Gonna take some... He needs Halberdier. Stop it. Tamerlane, stop it. You can do this, Tamerlane. Now, can King Alfonso do this, Dave?
It's going to be so hard without those relics and with no access to gold.
Yeah. He does have some stone, and Dave, if King Alfonso wins this, he has to use the fact that he is the faster civ and raid.
Yeah, and I
raid.
hate the fact that Blue is holding the gate open on the left side. What are you doing, villager?
He's not paying attention, man. Oh my god. They're gonna waltz right in. Oh my god. And he hasn't walled the left. And Rams will probably come out from green. This is not over, Dave. This is not over. King Alfonso has the population lead. All the Scorpions are dead. Where is Blue's army?
Did he just not produce?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I can't explain this.
He has the res. What happened?
You guys can't see me right now, but my hand, my left hand, because I have to control the mouse, is in the air, like, on top of my head. Like, what is this? Did he just get his 5th relic and throw the game?
Did he go for a bathroom break or something?
He's probably shitting himself right now, so maybe. I think he's dead, Dave. Look at the amount of hussars that are here and the amount of camel archers. And green is spreading out everywhere with hussars.
And he's got a castle going down on that hill, so he secured himself another gold. What happened to you, Tamerlane?
Threw away all of his champions, didn't create halberdiers, didn't micro, scorpions, didn't do much. He's down to 120 population with 5 relics.
There is a chance he can come back. He does have those 5 relics. He has halberdier numbers now, but he's made it so difficult for himself.
Oh my god, dude. I think his wood's gonna be a problem, his food's gonna be a problem. He has 50 idols out of 90 vills. 50 idle villagers. You normally just don't come back from that. He is gonna castle this hill. Villagers are dying in the process. I would like to see Green build the siege workshop on the left and just ram down the walls and continue this because it's worked so well. And Tamerlane calls the GG.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
What?
I don't know. I need a second. Like, honestly, once Tamerlane won that first fight, all he had to do was wall, mass champions and halbs and siege and push. He threw his champions away. The scorpions all died to the light calf.
He didn't wall on the left. He kept the gate open.
King Alfonso, my hat goes off to King Alfonso to still try and to still work that out and somehow win against Slavs. We're talking Slavs who have 5 relics, faster farmers than Berbers, Druzina champions, and amazing cheap siege. And King Alfonso got the win. Wow. Certainly a game that Tamerlane could have polished off, but an impressive victory from King Alfonso to just realize that the raiding was the only way. The guy had gold, but if you kill the lumberjacks and the farmers, you can win. What a comeback, man. That was such a swing, though. We're like, oh, green's gonna push blue. And then blue won the fight, and we figured, oh, blue's gonna win. And then green pushes. Oh, my God.
He just stopped. He stopped. And I think the problem might have been wood. Because if you look, he only has the one wood line in the back.
Yeah.
Green was camping a camel archer on the wood line to the right, and he was raiding the wood line to the south.
Yeah.
So, like, it might have been that, but he stopped producing units.
Yeah.
He let all his scorpions die, and he took a bad fight with the champs, and it's just like, there goes your momentum.
Well, funny enough, I did say that King Alfonso was maybe trying to do too much. I think Tamerlane tried to do too much there. He researched Onager.
Cavalier.
He made a dozen scorpions. He did get Cavalier. He went Druzina, which is super expensive, and champions. I think you just go Halb, champion, ram. You don't need the scorpions. Halb, champion, ram. Maybe the fact that he was under so much pressure really got into his head there. Because King Alfonso, while he didn't have the resources, he was the one applying the pressure. And I don't think Tamerlane has dealt well with pressure in this series.
I was so hyped for him.
I know. Well, now
I'm sad.
I know. Well, how disappointing would it have been for King Alfonso, though? Because King Alfonso, at least when it comes to the unit control, was better, I think. Anyway, guys, here we go. Oops, that's not it. This is it. Here's a look at the achievements for that final game. 324 kills for King Alfonso. And this is remarkable, actually. More food, more wood, more stone, and more gold for King Alfonso. That has to be because of the lack of idle time over the last 10 minutes. Obviously, Tamerlane just needed to hold, as we said, and those resources would spike for him. Tamerlane's out, Dave. Any guesses who that guy might be? Maybe. I was thinking Dogao or Jordan, but hard for me to say.
I'm thinking Jordan right now.
Yeah, same.
But, you know, I was thinking midway through that set, like, Stark's not in this tournament, is he? Because that play was such, like, Stark style.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah.
Well,
I think Jordan.
Okay. Well, we'll find out tomorrow, guys. So we have 2 more sets remaining today. Dave, you could start taking your break now if you want, by the way. So it's going to be a long stream yet. We're only halfway through the day, only halfway through the quarters. King Alfonso will be there tomorrow, but after the semis and the finals, tomorrow we will have a reveal, and it will be freaking awesome. Get your votes in now on who you think King Alfonso is. King Alfonso was the winner of that set. He won 3-2. And you can simply type a number in the chat to vote. While you guys are doing that, thank you again for the support. You know, to near in on this sub goal is absolute insanity. To have 8,500 people here supporting the stream is absolute insanity. If you're looking to support myself and join the community, of course, with the emotes and all the different benefits, you can consider subscribing to the stream and be new, like all the chat's going to show you. Apparently, a lot of people think that player is Leary. Okay. Well, it would be Leary on a pretty sloppy day. And maybe I'd agree with chat there if we didn't cast Eric the Red. Because Eric the Red was ridiculous yesterday, and we will see him soon. So some votes for Tato, okay. Votes for Jordan, and then votes for Leary. And you have 15 seconds, guys. Thank you, Washfinger, for the Prime sub, man. Zeno, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Epsy Boy and Herwasel, thank you very much. Brozo, sorry. Not the Ginger Kid. Twisse, Halvor, Scooty Dota, YM98, McQuaid, Titanic Lord, everyone. You guys are the best. Jaguar resub for 23 months on tier 3, chat. So that's that golden tree emote. And he said, couldn't catch the first 2 days of Hidden Cup as I was flying halfway across the world. Massively jet lagged, but really, really happy to spectate this event. Thanks, T90. You're welcome, Jaguar. You're welcome, bro. Thank you very much. That's almost 2 years. Ridiculous. How far we've come, guys. How far we've come. Okay, so now voting for Tamerlane. I mean, I don't want to be rude to Jordan, because I know one of the memes of the event has been that Jordan is the loser every time, but I felt like that could be him. Jordan did win then. If that's the case in the round of 16, he shouldn't be that disappointed. But yeah, Jordan has received the most votes throughout the event. I would say Jordan here, and I will have to change my vote for who I think the player was yesterday. Dave's taking a break, guys, and I'm going to take a break in just a bit once this poll ends. I am going to replay one of the player showcases from yesterday. I do have a new player showcase to reveal for the finals, but we're going to replay one of the player showcases during the break and have a little bit of a waiting period before the next 2 quarterfinal games come up. So I guess Jordan's going to win that pretty clearly with 5 seconds left. So I'll show you what is upcoming for the day. So we've already casted Hrolf the Ganger and Nobunaga. We've already casted Tamerlane and King Alfonso. Next will be Eric the Red versus Joan of Arc, and then we will have Robin Hood versus Genghis Khan. If people's guesses are correct, we could have Leary versus Tim up next. If people's guesses are correct, the 4th and final quarterfinal could be the Viper versus Doubt. Now, you might be wondering, T90, I'm new to all this. How do I know what Doubt does? You know, what are his